Looking for diamonds for your favorite skins and recharge phases? Bonox is the solution you'll be waiting for. Top up your diamonds at the best price in the safest way with Bonox. Just create your account quickly and easily, select your recharge, and of course, use the code BNXMPL for a 5% discount. That's it! Enjoy your diamonds all thanks to Bonox, the official sponsor of MPL LATAM.
All shall succumb to my power. May my rule add some fun to this boring world. Let's see what's beneath these bandages. Accept your demise!
Looking for diamonds for your favorite skins and recharge phases? Bonox is the solution you'll be waiting for. Top up your diamonds at the best price in the safest way with Bonox. Just create your account quickly and easily, select your recharge, and of course, use the code BNXMPL for a 5% discount. That's it! Enjoy your diamonds all thanks to Bonox, the official sponsor of MPL LATAM.
All shall succumb to my power. May my rule add some fun to this boring world. Let's see what's beneath these bandages. Accept your demise!
Looking for diamonds for your favorite skins and recharge phases? Bonox is the solution you'll be waiting for. Top up your diamonds at the best price in the safest way with Bonox. Just create your account quickly and easily, select your recharge, and of course, use the code BNXMPL for a 5% discount. That's it! Enjoy your diamonds all thanks to Bonox, the official sponsor of MPL LATAM.
All shall succumb to my power. May my rule add some fun to this boring world. Let's see what's beneath these bandages. Accept your demise!
Hello, 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 hello to everyone, and welcome to the second day of the third week of the MPL Latin America here in the Global Broadcast with all the energy, because today is a day that is gonna be short but intense. In the hands of Kronos and Rico, we're ready to start the show. How are you guys?
Fantastic, Jerry. Fantastic. Absolutely had a great Sunday. I was in the almost like might not be able to make it. There was quite a bit of traffic, but then of course we gotta make sure you're here for MPL LATAM season 4. Ain't that right, Rico?
Yeah, my friend Chrono and Jerry, we're so glad to be here once again this morning. This wonderful Sunday, actually, not morning. It's a wonderful sunny. It's a sunny Sunday here in my country, in my land. Now, for you? Okay.
Oh, yeah. For me, it's 9 p.m.
Yeah. Come on, you're making me confused. But now, what is not confused is about the best of 5 for today, my friends, because today we're gonna have DreamX versus 9Z to decide the last seeds here for the playoff stage. So things are getting wild, things are getting insane, because next week is about the playoffs and everything is gonna rock, my friends.
Well, today's a good opportunity to see more instances of tension, and also maybe now we're gonna have a longer match between these two teams, because yesterday we were hoping that the last match of the day between Black Santas and 9Z was very intense and disputed, but it was so clean for the Chilean team that now is 9Z Global who has to face DreamX, who saved it yesterday in front of Entity 7 here on the pre-relegation match, if we can say. And now DreamX is aiming to the high places, trying to beat 9Z Global today, so Brazil can come another team on the first positions there. Right, Kronos?
Yeah, I think... I mean, nobody wants to be in the relegation bracket, do they? I think today's going to be the big decider for that at the same time. So this is probably as good as a upper bracket final or a grand final that we might get between these mid-card teams at the moment, especially knowing that DreamX have fans all over Brazil. They're one of the favorite teams indeed. And of course, their opponents not going to take it down just like that. 9Z Global from Argentina as well, doing the same. They changed their roster this season, running in with a different jungler and a different mid laner, and I don't know if they're big. And so far with that decision, it's you know, their previous gold laners and mid lane. I mean, the previous jungler and mid laner kind of got the last laugh for Black Sands Esports yesterday, and so did Jerry with a smile on his face, and so did I against Rico. You know, like him picking up the wrong prediction. But then again, jokes aside, it definitely was a great day of Mobile Legends yesterday, and today I think it's going to be absolutely crucial for them, Rico.
Yes, and what is absolutely crucial is our partners, because thanks to them, everything here is possible. You know, so thanks for them, we can now here be a part of one of the best tournament ever. And we are talking about the best way to recharge your diamonds. Yes, of course, we are talking about the BNX. BNX here. It's time. Jerry, please. I just
power up your Mobile Legends Bang Bang adventure with Bonox, the official and trusted way to get your diamonds fast. Instant delivery, secure payments, and unbeatable convenience to keep you always ahead in the game. Don't miss out and use the code BNXMPL and grab that 5% off on your next top up today.
Hey,
thank you, Jerry.
What? We'll go in order. Technopova it is, ladies and gentlemen. Power your play with the Pova 7 5G. Ultra battery, blazing speed, and fluid 144 Hz display. Built for true gamers. Don't wait. Experience the future of gaming performance now.
Yeah, and it's about time to talk about the amazing project called the next project in Mobile Legends Bang Bang. The annual map update is live since September 17th. It's your chance to explore for brand new maps and decide new strategies here. We got flying clouds, dangerous grass, expanding rivers, and also broken walls in this amazing project. So gather your squad and experience the new MLBB routes with the project next.
Well, and finally, please help us to get Mobile Legends at the top of the Esports Brazil Awards. This is your chance to show the power of our community. But now for our players and for MLBB, by scanning that QR code that is appearing on the screen, be part of this achievement and help MLBB shine on the big stage of Premio Esports Brazil. 3 players looking to be in the highlights of this beautiful, beautiful event, guys.
Yeah, of course. I think those are the 3 players that we know of as well. Pretty famous in the community, but you know what about the community? We like to give back, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you're here on time. We even share our stories on our personal Instagrams, you know, to make sure you guys come by and actually take a look and see that you're eligible to win diamonds. We're talking about 18,000 diamonds that we've already given away. Next, we're looking to give away 38,400 diamonds in total, and then we're looking to hit that 60k mark. Man, you gotta come by, you gotta make sure you're there. So, and the draw will also take place live on stream after each viewer milestone is reached, so make sure you're there. All you gotta do is type your ID and your server ID in the chat to participate. So make sure you come by and you might win yourself some lucky diamonds.
Yes, Kronos, and not only about that, you are the main star of the show here. You, yes, they're watching us. You in the chat, you're the main star because you are able to vote with the MVPs of the games for today. You are able to help us to expand more our broadcast in our community. You are able to do everything, especially send the like, share our live, share the live here, and call your friends, everyone, to watch this amazing tournament, the MPL LATAM Season 4. So reminding you guys here that you were able to vote in our broadcast. Could be the Brazilian one, could be the LATAM one, and the best one here, the global broadcast here, me, Jerry, and Kronos here to bring you all the action. So you are the main star of the show. So what is the best way to, what is a better way to enjoy this Sunday? You know, watch the best tournament. You have the chance to get diamonds. You have the best partners here, like with Bonox, with the Polva, you know, the best casters also here. So make sure you follow us on our Instagram profile. Also, Rico and Nunes, G_Kronos23, and Jerry Senpai GG. Yes, we are here and we can talk to you guys. So now we are going to see, the lineups for the teams. Is that right?
Oh, okay. The bracket. Yes. Because it's almost finally over, this bracket, and after this, we're gonna be watching the bracket. No, at the end of this today, I hope so. We're gonna be looking at the bracket for the playoffs. So now, there is only one game to be decided. Is this between DreamHack and 9Z? It's gonna be leaving our 2 final seats on this Swiss stage that has already some surprises. The first one, I think, that in the global ranking of this Swiss stage, Alpha 7 comes out in 3rd place after Black Sentence. It's not because it's Black Sentence that I'm saying this, because it's surprising to have a team like Alpha 7 on a 3rd place. But now the dinner is already served between DreamHack and 9Z main course on this best of 5. That is gonna be really thrilling. Kronos,
I'm telling you, man, there's no starter, no appetizer, no dessert, nothing. We're just heading in straight in the thick of it. It's right in the meat, right in the main course.
When you have those monumental barbecues with your friends, and you don't waste your time eating chips, you don't waste your time eating, I don't know, sausages and burgers and all that. No, just a big chunk of meat. That's the idea for today.
Yeah. Let's go for a video now.
Joel exploded over there. Let's go to check the video of the global ban.
That's it. That's good. Yeah.
The global ban system has arrived at MPL LATAM Season 4, and now we are going to explain it to you. In the system, a hero selected in one game cannot be used again by that same team in the series, except in a Game 7 of a Best of 7, where the global ban is set. For example, let's say Alpha 7 and 9Z are playing. If Alpha 7 picks Lapu Lapu in Game 1, starting from Game 2 they can no longer use him. but 9Z can still pick him, and in Game 7 of a best of 7, he becomes available again for both teams. An interest point is that global bans carry over between games. In Game 2 of a series, a team cannot use any of the 5 heroes they picked in Game 1. In Game 3, they cannot use the 5 heroes from Game 1 or the 5 from the Game 2, making a total of 10 heroes under the global ban, plus the usual 5 bans that happen during the draft. Nothing prevents a team from picking a hero that the opponent used in a previous game, as long as they themselves haven't used it already. A hero can only be unavailable if both teams have already picked that hero in the series. And in the case of a full best of 7, in Game 7, all heroes previously banned by the global ban system become available again for both teams. The global ban system brings a very interesting dynamic, either by making the draft more difficult or by opening new picks for players each game. This is the global ban system now in MPL LATAM Season 4.
Well, that global ban rule that has been applied here on the MPL, we hope that today we may have some chaos after Game 3, if we have Game 4, and even a Game 5 between these two teams, because the more that we advance on these long matches, more interesting it becomes Chronos, especially in the times when you need to take a look at the meta, the strange meta that is being building after this global ban rule has been applied.
Yes, the global ban rule is applied, and I think we don't gotta wait for no teaser with what's been going on already. We're here with a lot of weeks in for MPL LATAM Season 4. We're almost, I think today's gonna be the day that concludes the entire Swiss stage as well, right? The early Swiss stage is gonna get concluded today, so yes, so that's almost like that's pretty much the regular season, if you ask me. So the Swiss bracket is gonna get concluded, and hey, we usually have like a BO3 and a BO5, maybe sometimes BO5, a BO3, another BO5. Not today, straight asado or face. You know, straight go for the asado for all the Argentinians out there, and for the Brazilians, feijoada. You know, just go straight into it. And
straight into the picanha.
Exactly, straight into the picanha as well. But then again, while we are making sure we get in there, you got to make sure you get your diamonds. Also, you get your free skins, man. We're talking about some free skins codes that we're looking to give out. So make sure you take that code and type it into your game. Of course, you go to the settings tab and then you find a redemption code. Click there and make sure you grab this code. Then you'll be able to win some of those free skins. But at the same time, like Jerry said, yes, we are looking for the chaos a little bit today. It's a 5-game series, and I feel like this might just, even though I didn't predict it to go all the way, I think it might go all the way. And speaking of predictions, Rico, what did you put in?
You know, it's quite amazing that we are as a team here like to change this topics. From, I don't know nowhere, but here now we're talking about the casters predictions. Only one person here is voting for 9Z, and that's him, CB, with 29 points. Okay, it's our next target here, guys. So we have to read CB here.
Chronos,
we are like
I was talking.
almost on the same page.
I was talking with Rico before about this, and if you take a look, CB lost yesterday against 80s. So it looks like he waited for 80s vote, and then he voted 9Z. So if 80s fall today, they are even again. It's gonna be interesting to watch.
It's kind of the thing that we can talk about it, we can discuss about, you know, but that's it. I guess 90%, 99% of the casters here are predicting or voting for DreamX about this best of 5 here. Of course, 9Z Global is a very strong team, and we know that we were talking about the last top 3 from the last MPL edition. So it's not any other team. It's 9Z Global. So we know the possibility, we know their potential since we got here. But now we're talking about the DreamX DreamHack here, because today we saw different, not a very different DreamHack, but we saw a confident DreamHack. But after that, but before that, sorry, we are going to see now the 9Z Global lineup with Arctic on the XP lane, Aurora the jungler, Shykit the mid laner, Vagin the roamer, and you're the gold laner. And I have to tell you guys that I missed your performance yesterday. You know, yeah, Yura is a very good gold laner, but yesterday I think that it was missing something from Yura, you know. So I hope that he's can perform very good today, because he's very important from this lineup here for 9Z Global. But of course, on the other side, we also have DreamHack, a very strong team that we are going to talk about just a little bit later. Jerry.
Yeah, we're playing too much with food, guys, and you guys in production is suffering about this with our comments about feijoada, asado, and all that.
Hey man, I gotta let them know, these guys, the Argentinian representatives, aren't they? Arctic, Aurora, Che,
Yeah.
Vagin, and Yur. They want that asado, man. I'm telling you. Today we got no starters, no appetizer, no dessert. Direct main course. So of course they want to go for that one. But at the same time, on the other side, you got to represent the Brazilians as well, right? Rico, did I pick the wrong dish? It's got to be the feijoada. But then again, let's talk about their keys to victory, Rico. What is it?
Yeah, the keys to victory is not an asado or a feijoada. The keys to victory for 9Z Global here is to regain confidence by stabilizing their early game and preventing DreamHack's snowball potential. Stay flexible in the draft phase. Adapt quickly to DreamHack's compositions instead of forcing a single strategy. So this is a key to victory for 9Z Global. And once again, as I was saying, I hope that you're gonna a very good performance, because yesterday I missed some of him. I missed some of this performance that was like crucial for 9Z, not taking a better way here. But now we're seeing another day. Nothing's better than another day for anyone. So here we're ready now to we hope that 9Z Global can perform very well here against DreamHack. And I was supposed to say, I was saying about that was amazing that this global broadcast here has a habit to change about the topics, you know, change topics. One minute we're talking about like, okay, MLBB, MPL, LATAM, the teams are here. Another minute we're talking about asado, feijoada, picanha, food, you know. I know that most of that is responsible for the chat, because the chat sometimes here comes, oh, okay, I made some churros, I made some feijoada, you know, and it's about the time here, about the time that we are here, like doing this broadcast, coxinhas. And maybe we're hungry, maybe we're starving, and we looked at the chat and we're seeing someone talking about food. Okay, oh yeah, don't be so mean to us. I understand you guys, you know. Let's focus here, because I'm hungry. I'm also hungry. I'm already hungry. And you're talking about feijoada, picanha. Oh my goodness.
But don't you worry. The idea here is to relax, to enjoy the show, to watch the games, and also you can make it in your home. I remember in I was doing another broadcast with other games, and people started to share on Instagram and tag the casters on what are they eating between the games, on watching the game. So some picture with whole plates full of meat and chips and all things to eat, and watching the games, and something to drink also. It's a good idea to enjoy a Sunday of esports. So go ahead, guys. Let's post a picture of what are you eating, watching the stream, and enjoying this beautiful competition.
Yeah. So now, Kronos?
No. I mean, hey, go for it, Rico. It's all you.
So let's see now about the DreamHack's lineup here with Takashi, the XP laner, the king, the jungler. Yeah, the king of the kings here. Rainbow in the mid lane, Blake the roamer, and Gremio the gold laner. This is the lineup for DreamHack that yesterday got a brilliant performance, winning 3-0 versus Entity 7. So we know that one single day here can make all the difference for a lineup, for a team to get more confidence, to get more powerful. And we were talking about yesterday, guys, that it was very important to DreamHack win, like winning 3 games in a row here, in order to not to show many strategies, not to show much about like to other teams, you know, say, okay, DreamHack can play that way, DreamHack can play another other way here, so we have to adapt. But here now, we're going to see about the keys to victory for DreamHack. Keep the current momentum. Oh, that was good. That was a great, interesting fact here. Trust King's Assassin pool to control the tempo from early to mid game. Maintain their strong teamfight coordination around Ranger and Farsa setups. As we saw yesterday, Jerry and Kronos, Gremio was a monster with the Granger. You were talking about, okay, the first game he brought a Bane, you know, it was a very strong pickup. It was a very strong choice here. But now we're seeing like the head-to-head from the XP laners for the both team heroes. Arctic and Takashi, you know, the KDA from Takashi, the gold per minute, the damage per minute, also like almost everything here, every stat here, Takashi has a favorite, has a superior number here, but once again, we're talking about 9Z Globans, a very strong team here. The third place on the last MPL LATAM edition, so it's a very good team here. So nothing that there's no like early situation. Okay, we won. No, 9Z Globans is a very strong team, so Remax has to be careful about. So guys,
I remember that I said yesterday, Rico. I remember that I said, yeah, your microphone's like kind of failing again.
Okay.
I remember that I said yesterday when you asked for our prediction for today, immediately after the show, and we said, okay, DreamMax is the right call, because if you think DreamMax is coming from winning yesterday, so the mental is gonna be different from DreamMax and 9Z falls in a best of 5 on 3-0. So that hurts, man. That hurts in your soul. So the thing is now, 9Z needs to power up again, start again the engine, and DreamMax is going full throttle. So they're gonna be smashing at the first game. They're gonna be trying to keep 9Z Global there on the floor. That's the idea, right, Kronos?
That's it.
Yeah, I think you're right with the way that you guys explained it. Absolutely right. The momentum's super important. They need to make sure they're stomping down on 9Z Global. Otherwise, it's gonna get a little slippery for DreamMax, right? They don't want to be on slippery floors. They want to have something concrete where they can move around, get that dominance. And again, we've said it before. We hope. I think hope is the right word for it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we hope that DreamMax take that win from yesterday, that 3-0, not just as to stay in the competition, but to try and propel themselves to a different level, right? The DreamMax that everybody knows them to be. But at the same time, 9Z Global last season, top 4. I don't think they want to let go of that quite easily at the same time. So, and regular season leaderboard as well. So this is something that they don't want to give up. And
it's a chance for a miracle run.
Okay.
It's a time for those miracle runs that keeps you in your mind after the tournaments. 9Z needs to push up again. And well, the first bans starting this draft are maybe consequence that we saw yesterday, because you're watching here Grok ban already. Lancelot's the first pick. Lancelot was very important on some winnings yesterday. Strong hero.
Yeah.
And also Arid ban. That's the tendency. That's already part of the meta that we can figure out after this Swiss stage. And also the same for Baxia. Baxia is also kind of a part of this meta. You may think that maybe the CC ban and the Zushin ban are bans just applied for a single player.
Yeah,
Rico?
I mean, the response here could be Kalia and Arlot, or yes, I believe, guys, that this first game here is going to be very important for DreamMax, especially to Kalia and Insunshin. You know,
nice combo.
I thought that 9Z was about to pick Insunshin here, but now it's this DreamMax, and I believe, guys, that the first game here is very important, especially for to see what DreamX is about to pick for Gremio. You know, like if it still have the mentality and the confidence to give a strong marksman for Gremio in the first game here, you know, and see his performance is going to be crucial for a DreamX in the first game and the rest of the best of 5 here. But now let's get back to the draft here, because the response for DreamX was very, very strong. So now let's see what a 9Z Globant is about to.
Come on.
Wait,
no.
Do you remember?
Hear me out.
Do you remember weeks ago someone said something like that, you know, and the team lost? Yeah.
Oh.
So
no.
Lapu and
Zetian.
See,
okay.
Like I'm still not happy. Like I say it's over because Lee Sun Shin's my favorite hero, right? I
Okay,
love to
okay.
play
Yeah.
this hero. I know the ins and outs of this hero. That hero is like top tier for me in the current meta as well, and I love playing the hero. And when you see Eastern Shin picked up, you know, especially on the red side, you know they can play around it. They can do whatever they want, and we know for the fact that they can even go no marksman, hyper carry Eastern Shin, and it works, right? It works.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that's why you
But
can
it
see
leaves
the
you-
Banes being banned out.
But that leaves you other chances open. The thing is, I was thinking maybe Nice should have been picked. Kimi, because if you have already a Kalia, Jisung Shin, you may pick Kimi, and no matter what is the marksman, Gremio can handle with that, and with the damage coming from Jisung Shin and Kimi, it's over. And now
True.
they pick up
Very true.
Esmeralda, maybe to
Yeah.
reply the Lapu Lapu on the other side.
You're right.
Yes, absolutely
Yes,
right.
yes.
The Belleric picked up so that Kalea don't have a problem, so that the Eastern Shin doesn't have a problem. And to be honest, the Eastern Shin, you really don't do a lot of damage with him, do you? Like, if you
Yeah,
take a look
yeah.
at the fights and you take a look at the game being played, like, this would be a good example because DreamHack are really good at playing the Eastern Shin, and we can remember the Highland Bush as well. He doesn't really do a lot of damage until he's online. Sometimes if they're super aggressive in the early game, that's because of the help of the roamer that they have, usually a Grok or a Kalea that's super strong, tanky, a Hylos maybe that can do damage themselves. He's just there to pick up the kills.
Ruby.
And this is why I'm saying that. You can see a Ruby and a Bane being banned out. They know this Eastern Shin is going to be a problem. They're okay. They know for a fact DreamHack are going to play this as a hyper carry, right?
Three
Hyper
marks
carry.
here for GMX.
Three Gremio bans.
Sorry.
No,
That's too
exactly.
much.
3 Gremio
Yeah,
bans. Yeah. And
Three
not
Gremio
just
bans.
that. Rico's right as well. You can play this Eastern Shin either with a hyper carry, just direct 2 fighters, or now they have the option of picking up the Kimi and going 3 different marksmen, right?
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
options for days. And then if not that, just go for a regular mage and just make it a normal setup, right? There's so
I think
many
they can-
things that they can do.
They can save it. Yeah, that's the key.
See?
It was so obvious, and now you can save the marksman. Well, you can choose whatever you want, or maybe you can just wait until the end to pick that what the line C leaves. So
Moskov?
because it could be a Moskov,
Yeah, could be
could be
Moskov.
even a carry. Doesn't mind
Bruno.
because the damage is already there with Sun Shin and Kimi. So you
Yeah,
can wait
carry-
for the late game for the marksman to shine.
Cloud.
Oh, I like the claw.
Okay.
I like the claw.
Okay.
I like the
Good call.
Claude. Claude is good because he gets to dive, right? That's the only problem
Yeah,
that they're
yeah,
facing is that
yes.
he's not able to dive. So the Claude is good, dives along with the dives along with the Lancelot and with the Lapu Lapu. The
And
Hylos, I
Hylos,
like it.
yeah,
Full
Hylos,
dive.
it's
full
a
dive.
completely dive composition.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
the Bruno as well. This is good. This is a good game. This is a good a good set of heroes
Oh
that
my
both the teams play.
goodness.
The Zetian, I feel like, needs to poke a lot, but then again, if left open, can be a big problem, right? So I think it relies on the Zetian for both the teams. It depends on how the Zetian plays. If the Zetian's pressured,
Yeah.
9Z won't win. If Zetian does well, then 9Z will win. That's what I feel like.
The main
Yeah,
problem
Bruno's-
for the Setian is gonna be against a Kimi, and Kimi that's gonna be not gonna be easy at all. Especially when you have Jisung Shin rotating over there and trying to be present on the middle lane at the early games. So it's gonna be hard for Setian at the beginning. Let's wait for Lapu Lapu maybe to go there to help. It's a good idea for the
Yeah.
first moments of the match.
And we know about like Zetian's role here, about like being the poke situation, but what if it's not? What if it doesn't work? Because on the DreamHack's composition, we got 3 Mossmen. Like we have 3 range heroes. Okay, we can talk about like Instant Shin because sometimes they got a melee situation here, but it's about 3 Mossmen. For Zetian, I believe that's not going to be easy to perform like with about like the poke situation, So let's see.
Well, guys, I'm gonna leave you on the best company ever, Kronos and Rico, to start the show on this first game of the best of 5, the only match for today of this MPL Latin America.
Hey, season
Yeah,
4 it
so-
is, folks. Thank you so much, Jerry. And it's myself, Kronos, and Rico going to be taking the action on this one. And look at that. It is so nice, Rico. I feel so nice that I see Eastern Shin move like that. It feels nice to me. Warms my heart.
Yeah, you see now with 9Z Global here, Chronos picking Lancelot as the first option here. It shows us that they are very focused in guaranteeing objectives. Turtles and lords here. So I think that 9Z is gonna work with that situation here. But we also know that Blink playing aggressive versus Vagin here with the Balearic. And once again, I have to see just a little bit more about Zetian, and also we can see here about like the emblems, the stats, Festival of Blood, and Rave's Might for Lapu, Killing Spree here in the hands of Lancelot. Zetian comes with Superior Enrage, Concussive Blast for Hylos, and Cloud comes with Quantum Charge. Impure Rage for Esmeralda, Killing Spree for Insunshin. We got Concussive Blast for Kalia and Quantum Charge for Bruno. And we got the emblems for Marksman here for Kimi, and the mid lane in a Rainbow's hand. So once again, as I was saying, Chronos, I have to see. I want to see just a little bit more about Zetian here because she has some interest skills, especially the ultimate here for spotting the enemies. But I believe that 9Z Global here has to see about like Zetian's poke to start something, to engage something, to have some kind of advantage in the future team fights here. But now, Chronos, the first turtle is already on the pitch, and DreamHack is started immediately, and Vagin could be the first blood! Here we go, Chronos, first blood for DreamHack.
Yeah, I think he's first blood indeed with the way that he was there. I'm not sure what he was thinking. A little out of place, right? Just a little too aggressive, not at the right place. Oh, Gremio able to get the 1v1 against here. And that's thanks to the early game damage from the Bruno as well. But Blink freaking forward, but he doesn't get the kill. You're able to use the BMI to get out. I think Blink thought he had his passive up to try and get that basic attack followed through, but not. And you can see Vagin gets the kill onto Blink. Aurora trying to go in, taken out super low as well. Gremio is hurting like a truck, and here comes Tekashi. A rotation from the top side to the bottom lane. This is why he's one of the top EXP laners. At the same time, Arctic says so as well. Goes for the Brave Spider, gets King, and now they're looking to collapse again with the Glorious Panther to run them down. Yor has the BMI, but doesn't want to go in. Aurora taken out low. I don't think DreamHack want to push the button yet.
You see what happens with one early decision here. Blink used the flicker here to try to pick off against I think that it was Yor, and after we didn't get the kill, everything was like a snowball for a 9Z Global. They got the two kills here, one for Arctic and another one for Vagin. Okay, Vagin's hand here in Hylos could be better to be in Yor's hand or Shy, but that's okay. It's about 2 kills here for 9Z Global. So DreamX, okay, they want to play aggressive here, but they have to be patient. They have to be resilient about this kind of decisions, because Blink, as we saw, used Flake, didn't get the kill, and it was a snowball for 9Z here for the next minute in favor for 9Z Global. Now we have like 4 minutes end game here. The next turtle is gonna respawn on the upper side of the river once again. As we were talking about here, the brand new map is a map for expanding rivers. That is also good, especially for the roaming heroes and heroes that some kind of mobility, because now we have this expanded rivers quality here. So now we're gonna see who's gonna take a better situation for the next turtle, and both teams are dancing around the turtles. But first, the mid lane here is about to get purchased by DreamX. Chrono, here we go again, Chronos!
Oh, Glorious Path to Arctic already flickering forward with the Landshaker. He tries to go on to King, but King not able to survive yet. The Optimus Fleet able to survive still, and they take down Arctic as well as Vagin. You're with the Blazing Duet of the back line. Dished out the damage, but here they're going to look at going to take him down with a turtle. He's able to get out of harm's way even after they went in. But King actually gets taken down at the same time. Aurora getting a 2-for-1. Buy one, get one free.
I don't even know what happened here, Kronos, because okay, Lancelot is very good for guaranteeing objective here, especially because of his skills. Most of them like get invulnerable here, but now Tekashi could be in danger. It's gonna be 3v2 here. The Glorious Path now for Vagin hunting the DreamX player, but now they survive. The respawn here now can be better for DreamX. Vagin can't be killed. He tanks a lot, but he's not able to survive. One more kill for Tekashi here. 2 kills for Esmeralda. And now the focus can be on the turret number 1 in the bottom lane here, Kronos. That's it. Is the first turtle? Yeah? No, the second turtle, because the upside here turtle was already destroyed. But now Blink.
Oh,
Oh my
no, he
goodness!
might
Once
pick him
again,
up. He
we
does
lost
indeed.
something in the bottom lane here, Kronos, but that's okay.
Yeah, I thought he was going to pick him off. He did actually. Aurora just making it out just on time. He has the Bloody Retribution, doesn't have the Ice Retribution. Take a look at the items as well. They're all ahead in terms of gold. And I think Remio especially looking to start hurting. He already has the Hasa's Claws and then going to the Berserker's Fury. You know he's not going to die easily. And I feel like this is the power spike for DreamHack. This is where DreamHack are going to start hurting, and they're going to start hitting like a truck. They're going to maximize what Gremio can do and take down these turrets faster and faster. They need Aurora to go to the back line, and they need Arctic to do what he's already doing, but just at a little higher level.
Yeah, see, as we said, Kronos, the Has clause here for Bruno is very interesting, especially because of the live team here to get this sustain for the Moskman and for JMax. Rainbow is performing very interesting here in the first game. But now we are about to have a 2v3 situation for 9Z Globant in the bottom line, so DreamHack has to be careful. Ooh, force Gremio here to use the flick. But even this is happening on the map, DreamHack now is responding with the turtle. That King is going to guarantee for them. Yeah, another turtle here for DreamHack. But now the situation can be very chaotic in the river and the bottom side here. But Takashi is getting this information. Here comes the ultimate. It is just for zoning the 90 Globant players here. And now they're forced to get back. And now DreamHack is trying to play aggressive. The fact is, Kronos, we have like 7 minutes and a half here. DreamHack is still taking advantage. We'll lead the glorious path. Here we go again, Kronos. Okay.
Yeah,
no.
I think they were looking for a sandwich. Slow. Yeah. Takashi zoning them out, right? King trying to go over the terrace list. Blink is there, looking for the title strike, looks for the knockup as well, goes on to Wagin, but at the same time, he finally catches Arctic, and here comes the Fury of the Phoenix, and they're looking to dish out the damage, but with the Raging Slash, he's able to zone them away. Takashi looking to make a sandwich play at the same time. Blink comes in as well. King already taken out low. Retribution to try and secure the orange buff. Aurora able to pick it up for himself. Gremio in the mid lane looking to take down that tier 1.
Takashi!
Soccer ball after soccer ball, football after football. Takashi is absolutely annoying. This Esmeralda is reaching that point of being unkillable, and Yer needs to scale up fast, otherwise he's going to be a problem.
Yeah, there's going to be a problem because we know that the Cloud here is not a carry situation for hero carry, because of her true damage. But now Takashi, I think, does have having a better situation. He's at an easy situation for Esmeralda, as we were saying just a little bit earlier here, especially about the gold lead for DreamHack. Kronos is about like 4,000 for DreamHack, and the map domination is already also for them, for DreamHack here, has taken down the turret number 1 in the top and the bottom lane. The mid lane here is standing but I know that HP for this turret is very low, so DreamHack can focus here, but no, they prefer now roaming for the bottom side. Once again, Takashi is the most aggressive one here, trying to gain this information and always trying to spot Vagin, especially not to have some kind of engage for a 9Z Globant. So DreamHack, it seems that DreamHack knows exactly what they're doing. The first Lord here, Kronos, it's absolutely for DreamHack. No fight and no contest for 9Z Globant.
Yeah, no fight, no contest, and I think 9Z Globant they can't really risk it, right? Look at the goal lead, already 4K on the side of DreamHack, about to hit 5K, actually 5K almost. You can just consider that, and they know Takashi's unkillable. Esmeralda is such an old hero. Right, Esmeralda is a hero that's there for a long time in the game, and Takashi has been playing this game for a long time, and he has been a pro for a long time. He's the winner of the first MPL, and look at what he's doing with this Esmeralda. Knows the ins and outs of this hero, just like how King will do for Yisun Shin. Arctic and Vagin will have to go away, respect the damage that's coming in, and now King is starting to hurt. He's level 14, Aurora is level 12. He is 2 levels ahead, and this is the power spike, and this is the win condition of a Yisun Shin, and they are playing it absolutely right. The Lord is marching down the top side, going to be crashing in, but they have the Holy Shield to defend.
Yeah, the turret number 3 here from the top side, especially the shield here, is already taken down, so I believe that the next minion wave here could be a very favorite situation for DreamHack. Where still a 9Z tries to defend They have this last line of defense here of the turrets, but the situation is not even good for 9Z Globant. You know, the first game here, we almost have 11 minutes of game duration, and a goal lead here is about like almost 8,000 for DreamX. We can see now Takashi is very good with Esmeralda. Rainbow is very consistent. You know, Blink here is very free to try some pick off, to try some engage situation. As we were talking about, just dominating the jungle here.
Well, conceal, blink, going for the
Oh,
dial strike,
Blink!
looks for the knockup as well. Now he's catching him with that tsunami slam, gets Aurora, and killing the hands of Rainbow. But look at the back line, here goes in with the blazing duet, but King is able to make sure he gets the damage onto him. And Akashi being an absolute problem, but they trade 1 for 2. And now Gremio strikes back, and they're looking to take down Vagini. He has the range, he's looking to get Che as well, but with the help of the Holy Shield, 9Z are able to defend. That was so calculated and at the right time from Blink as well.
What a great ultimate here from Cloud. Gremio, what are you doing there? Gremio, Gremio now is very, very confident. He plays forward here, trying to poke the heroes from 9Z Globant. And now he gets back here, and now we saw a very brilliant ultimate for a Cloud here, causing so much damage in DreamX's player. But you know what? I believe that the situation could be better for 9Z Globant if it wasn't for the gold lead. You know, because at this point of the game, DreamX has more items, has more resources on their players. So 9Z here has to wait just a little bit more. Okay, we know that DreamX we won't let this happen, but they have to be patient. They have to wait just a little more to get some items. But now Vagini is aware about that situation here. Kronos!
Oh, and again already there. You can see Tsunami Slam coming down as well. They're looking to take him down. You're already there in the back line, looking to dish out the blazing duet. They already taken down low. Blink is the first one to fall, but look at Takashi with the stalling Star Moon. He's able to get 1. Gremio able to get the 2nd. Rainbow finds the 3rd. They're looking for the wipeout, but Aurora and Che have to run away, as the Lord is still standing tall and DreamX only lose Blink. What a way to try and make things to turn around. Now DreamX with 7k goal lead, they'll be able to get this Lord as well at the same time, and now we'll push for the end game.
That was a very, very interesting trade for DreamX here. Blink was the only sacrifice, but guaranteed 3 kills for DreamX and the Lord. And now the Lord is head up in one of this on one of the sides here, just waiting to see where is he coming. But now DreamX has the very good situation, has a very high advantage here. That can be the final push for DreamX, just waiting for the Lord Kronos, because the last team fight was very, very good for them. As we can see the items here now, the Berserker Fury Windtalker and the Malefic gun for Gremio. It's like 1,500 ahead, and goal lead here for the goal lead for DreamX is immobilized. Here we go again, Kronos. But the ultimate of Vagin here was to run away, was to survive.
Well,
and here now comes the Lord, can be the final push, Kronos.
The Lord on the top side, Takashi charging the falling Star Moon. Arctic has to get out of harm's way as well. They take the inhibitor on the top side. Now the mid lane falls. The Lord is still standing tall, full HP. They're looking to target the base crystal. They're trying everything to defend, but look at, you're already taking a low. Fury finished at the right time. And Aurora looking to take down Rainbow, but in the back line goes Arctic with the Raging Slash. Rainbow taken down, and now they find Arctic 1-for-1 trade, but yours damage is too much. Wind of Nature along with the Blazing Duet trying to dish out the damage. He's able to get out with a BMI, but here comes the next set of minion waves. Gremio doing the damage on the Che. He will have to run away indeed, but finally a nice bit of a tidal strike comes through. Aurora doing everything that he can to defend on his Lancelot, but he does so as well. Vagin goes down, and now Gremio with the help of a big cannon minion looking to target down the base. They might not be able to end. They are able to defend indeed. 9Z Globant fighting for dear life, but the next set comes through, and Gremio able to secure that base crystal. Game number 1 in this best of 5 goes to DreamX.
DreamX starts insane here in the first game. Victory for DreamX Esports. What an amazing game here. We got the first game here in the best of 5, guaranteeing the victory. My friend Jerry, once again, the confidence, the power comes for DreamX.
That was the idea for DreamHack, to keep the momentum up after yesterday's win, and today, well, making 9C Global suffer with a nice composition. We must say, DreamHack and 9C had what it takes to win this game. The thing is, DreamHack played in a most patient way. That's the idea. They figured it out how to solve a 9C dives that they were planning on their on the idea to play the match, and also they made a couple of mistakes over there. Maybe leaving Helios arriving too late to the battles, Lapu Lapu just to sacrifice one and another time, and Rainbow was so well positioned also. They tried to put a break over King, but it worked at the beginning, but after all they lose us again, and it was impossible to catch and becomes a murder machine. The idea was good for 9C. The complicated thing is they lost one composition and important heroes for the games to come, Kronos.
Yeah, definitely. With the way that they played, this is a dominating display indeed, although they did fumble in the early game, right? Blink had the right idea. He just didn't have the passive charged up. I think he was looking to get the passive charge up to try and get that. But then after that, 9G really valiantly fought for the place. But DreamHack just finding openings. The veterans, right? They have the experience. Tekashi, the way he was zoning out. Because look at the plays. Every single time there's a highlight, there's Tekashi that's present. He is the one zoning them out completely or doing something on the map, and he's the one making the plays alongside Blink, and they're able to do so much. Here again from 9Z, just hitting like a truck after a while, but by the time he started doing damage, it was too little too late, Rico.
Yeah, I mean, all the players here from DreamHack played very well, but Tekashi was like the main key to this victory. You know, he was so solid, he was so consistent here, especially on the team fight that we saw that apparently is going to be good for 9Z Global, but Tekashi here who has the patience and the resilience to turn the point to DreamHack. You know, like once again, all the players here played very well, especially Gremio here was solid, you know, was very good. Play forward, play aggressive with Bruno, that he got like way goal lead ahead of a Cloud here, even though that we saw Cloud causing so much damage in the ultimate, but it wasn't enough for like turn the play and turn and change the game for 9Z Global. So once again, 1-0 for DreamHack. What we saw yesterday was very important. What for me, in my opinion, was a turning point for DreamHack to change the way of they are looking at the things, you know, like not looking for below, now looking above, looking for the top, you know, for a DreamHack now, because they are able and they have now the confidence to do that, Jerry.
Yeah, if the games 2 ends again on a winning for DreamHack, I should say that it's over. 9C is battling not only to the heroes that DreamHack has in their hands, they are also battling to their own minds, to the idea to have been losing one game after another. If you see this, they are losing 4 games in a row, the 3 of yesterday, now one more. So DreamHack is with the energy at their top, and after trying to catch King, well, they did it at the first moment, but they have also Kimi and Bruno. They leave this triple marksman composition open for DreamHack, and DreamHack was not going to make that happen. That it's impossible to leave that gun on the table and a way that nothing happens after that. Rico, some numbers for you, my man. You're the guy of the statistics here.
As we can say here now, Jerry, especially the game duration here, like 15 minutes and 3 seconds, the goal lead was like almost 11,000 for DreamHack. The damage caused here, the damage dealt, especially for Gremio, 67,000 with this Bruno here was really good. Was a really good, brilliant performance. You know, and Tekashi's Merada also with 59,000 of damage dealt. 9 turrets, 2 lords, 2 turtles here. So DreamHack had the guarantee and the domination for all the objectives here. Not only just only one turtle for a 9Z Globe, and I thought it was a very a low number, especially because 9Z was playing with Lancelot, and we all know that Lancelot is very good for guaranteeing these objectives, But Lancelot here with Aurora, he couldn't play, he couldn't have a good performance because DreamHack was playing aggressive, was playing like so in a synergy here with that composition. Blink always trying to get in this engaged, right? Trying to get in this pick off here, just combining to the combo with, especially with King here, it was very good for DreamHack. And we saw because 9Z had the chance to guarantee like into Shin the first pick here, and then they decided to get to Lancelot. And this first pick here could be very important. And it's for me, it's a very interesting situation because you got the first choice. Okay, it's a very strong situation. But now, then you have two choices for the enemy, for the other team. Like the respawn here can be very strong, and that what happened because they picked Lancelot, and the response was Kalia and Instant Shin. Come on, I don't think that a stronger choice, a stronger response in that situation. But now, my friends, we're going to see a video of our beautiful production. Let's go.
Ahora vamos a crear un héroe con habilidades y pasivas de los demás héroes. La primera habilidad sería la habilidad de Chow, la segunda sería la habilidad de Lancelot, no sé, y la ulti sería la habilidad de Kimi. La pasiva sería una pasiva que haga que todos los enemigos se junten en un mismo, o sea, que le empiecen a pegar a él y que al final explote y mate a todos.
O herói seria tanque, ele teria a passiva da Kalia, primeiramente. Ele teria a skill do lance, pra ele provavelmente seria ser muito difícil pegar ele. A segunda skill, pra pegar a skill da Odette, pra ter stun. Junto com isso vai ter a ult do Tigreal, que vai ser um ultimate em área. A gente pega todo mundo, ou seja, eu consigo dar meus dash ali pra startar, chego na back, ou chego no meio de todo mundo, ulto do Tigreal, ulto com a ult do Tigreal, junto todo mundo e dou a segunda da Odette, dou um stun e ainda consigo invadir. E ainda tem uma cura da Kalia pra me ajudar no invade, então o meu herói perfeito é esse, ele seria muito roubado.
La habilidad de Lapu Lapu, después una segunda habilidad de Chow con su inmune y pasaría por último con la definitiva de Terigla. Ese sería mi héroe perfecto.
Mi héroe perfecto sería para pasiva de Rafaela, con la primera de Jesús, segundo de Minotauro y la ulti de Ángela. Eso serviría para crear un héroe que únicamente cobraría el resto del equipo y además revivirlo.
Primero la pasiva, elegiría la de Natalia para ir invisible por el mapa. La primera elijo el gancho de Franco, porque para enganchar a mi enemigo. Con la segunda elegiría la de Shawhead para tirarlo para atrás. Y la tercera, la ulti, elegiría la de Kalea para también revolver más para atrás. Y eso.
I hope that Moontoon is not taking notes about these ideas because the last one was really broken. Go over there invisible, have some hook also to be used to do. Come on, man. You're asking so much.
Go like a Lancelot, go into the back line, and then use Tigreal's ultimate, and then stun them like Odette. Like, what's going on? And then next thing is you hook the enemy, and then you throw them like Jawhead, and then when they're under your turret, do Kalea's ultimate, so they can't run away at all.
Okay, I got lost. But there's one thing here that I gonna get lost about the MVP of the first game here. It comes to him, Tekashi, the monster of the XP laner here. 307 of KDA, 27% of damage, 91% of kill participation. At the end of the game here, he comes with the gold and positive, the 3,304. And here comes the items also with Ice Dominance, the Blade Armor, the Oracle, and Enchanting here to get more mana for Esmeralda. It played very well. Three MVPs already in that competition for Tekashi, the XP laner for DreamHack. Well deserved, guys, right?
Well, the thing is, the MVP doesn't need to be the guy who is assuring all the killings. In the state of Tekashi, here it was with a lot of presence during the battles, trying to keep the enemy busy after a previous engagement, starting engagement also. So Tekashi was almost everywhere, and that's why he is our MVP for this first game, guys. Now we're heading to the game 2. So,
Yeah.
two things may happen right now. Well, of course, can we 9C can win, and maybe DreamHack can win. Well,
Two
but
things, of course. What
with
else?
different that was
Oh,
that was brilliant.
Okay.
But with different consequences, because if DreamHack won, gonna be very hard for 9C to take well, casters were divided because they were taking
Who voted
votes
for someone? Who voted for another one?
Someone
let me
voted for
check. Let me check.
King and
It's a
Gremio.
Spanish mark.
Okay.
I think it was Spanish.
I see.
Yeah. All the Spanish ones were wrong. Okay. But okay, facing the game number 2, two teams may happen. First, DreamHack won, of course, but the consequence of this, 9C is gonna be feel very under the weather. It's not a good idea to lose again on a 5th game in a row, taking notes of what's happened yesterday, and also for DreamHack, it's a nice power up to end the series 3-0. On the other hand, 9C goes with a composition. Maybe they need to think and base their new strategies thinking on a late game, but on a very late game, and trying to play more carefully against a DreamHack that is coming for the victory. DreamHack is going to be full throttle over here, trying to end the series, but 9C need to be more patient and wait for DreamHack to make the mistakes on us.
Yeah, I think 9Z they want to wait and make the mistake. They want to wait for DreamHack to make the mistake, but I don't think DreamHack are gonna allow it. They go for the first pick again, so 9Z on the blue side, DreamHack on the red, and you can see DreamHack already got what they wanted. They got the Eastern Shin, so they're just gonna ban it out from now every game. So they don't have any problem whatsoever. And I like this CC pickup from 9Z Global because they know Fredrin and Akai is the hero that King is probably looking to play, right? After the Eastern Shit's already been used and Lancelot banned out. So they know you're going to go tank jungle, so we'll pick tank Shredder.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the chat here, like certain Brazilian fans, and I was once here, like Vinicius, that he said, like, the only mistake here is calling Grêmio. It could be Palmeiras, the Brazilian team here, like some kind of rivalry, And I was like, oh my goodness, he didn't say that. Okay, what can I say? It's about Brazilian teams here. But now talking about the draft, yeah, once again, I don't know. Maybe,
game number 2, they're really pulling the big guns. Come on, Harith and Forza. They're secured.
I'm
ton
talking
of
about
damage over there.
9Z, because they had the chance to. Okay, Sushin was banned. Okay, that's it. I thought that he was open, but
and they also banned
again,
Baxia and Grog.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I don't. Hayabusa. It's a very interesting option
Hayabusa
here.
No, I think Hayabusa is great. Hayabusa is a 100% counter to the Harith, right? Because when Harith's not gonna do anything. When he uses the ultimate and Hayabusa uses his, the Harith is just gonna look around and dash for nobody. And same thing. So Hayabusa is basically 100% counter to the Harith all the time in the game. So that's why they always pick the Hayabusa against the Harith. But I'm not sure about the Kalea, right? They could have gone for a Gacha instead of a Kalea, because Kalea is not gonna be picked in DreamHack because DreamHack already picked the Kalea. So I think they could have gone for the Gacha just to stop the Harith and the Farsa. So I think that is a oversight. Or maybe they're predicting King to play a Joy. So that's why they went for the Kalea. But the Gacha is being picked up right now. I like the Kagura ban because they know Che can play the Kagura. And here we need to see the Akai and the Joy. Akai and Joy's gotta go.
And it could be a combo. We could have a combo here with Kalia if the 9Z pick Kagura, for example. I believe that here, I think that the next ban for DreamHack have to be on Granger, because I think that if the Granger pass is open here for 9Z, it could be very option for a combo, especially with Kalia, So now 9Z is banning Uranus. Okay, that's good. I have a feeling here that I think that King is playing with a tank jungler, like Fredrin or Akai, for example. But now they banned Lunox. Okay, so they're saying like the gold laner could be anything different than a Moskman. So let's say like the last banning here for a 9Z, it is Arlot. Okay, was a good choice here, especially because the
Oh wait,
flexibility for Arlot. Let's see.
Nancy has Kimi open. Still has Kimi open.
Yeah, you're right.
And could be a nice idea to have a Kimi on your side. You have Kali and CC. That's your first line. CC trying to melt Gatuchacha, and Kalia trying to pick up RG and Farsha.
Yeah.
Hayabusa to end the killings. But you need something to melt the heroes hit by a hit. Could be a Kimi and another, well, in the marksman position, should be Moskov. Could be a good idea. And also for the repositioning, maybe it could be a carry. Thinking that you have a Gatukacha and Lapu Lapu in the front.
Carry and Moskov, I think.
No,
for,
you were thinking even a Granger, but
Esmeralda, okay.
Granger is good too. I think there's this spoil for choice here. I think Granger is a good shout. Carry is a good shout, and so
they
is,
took Esmeralda.
I believe that if Nizy doesn't pick Ranger here, I think that
this
I think that
Esmeralda
King
gold lane.
comes with a Joy. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Oh, Kimi
Esmeralda
was there.
gold lane, Kimi mid lane. Ooh, they're funneling everything into the Kimi here.
Okay.
So it's Kimi.
Yeah.
It's almost like a Kimi hyper carry. So, but at the same time, Che is the one that really dishes out the damage for 9Z, don't they? So this is gonna be Esmeralda EXP, CC
I think
gold
that
lane,
Joy is coming.
and then they're gonna put a Hayabusa in the jungle. So I think they're predicting
Kalian
King
Ruin.
to go tank jungle here. They're predicting King to go Akai or Fredrin, and they have to change because if they go Akai or Fredrin, they're gonna lose.
I think that okay, Fredrin.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
Uh,
they needed to vet Kronos. They needed to make a vet. It could be an Esmeralda, could be a Ruby also on the gold lane. So you may have 3 strong heroes waiting and receiving damage. Some sustain over there in the first encounters, and also, as you said, funneling all the damage to Kimi and Hayabusa to end the killings. Was a good idea, but the response on the other side with Lapu Lapu Fredrin and Gatukacha was gonna be very hard to handle.
Yeah, I think this
Yeah.
is gonna be difficult, but it's gonna be CC in the gold lane though. This is Esmeralda EXP.
Yeah, is
CC
that
gold
right?
lane. Yeah.
Yeah?
CC gold lane Esmeralda EXP. That's what it's gonna be. Because
Yeah.
Lapu Lapu Esmeralda is gonna be a good battle. CC against Harith is actually good.
but don't you think that Esmeralda could be better against Harriet here because of the shield?
Yeah, but that's late game.
stuff.
Early game, not so much, right? Early game, not really.
Okay.
Early game,
That's
you
it.
want to poke so that Hayabusa can come and finish. So you want the CC over there to dominate that lane.
Well, we're aiming to have more games today, not just 3 of them. So let's hope Nancy finds the path to achieve one victory. For now, I'm leaving you on the company of Kronos and Rico for the game number 2 in this series of this MPL Professional League, guys.
Thank you so much, my friend Jared. Go get some coffee. And everybody here, welcome to the Land of Dawn once again to the second game of DreamHack versus 9Z. This game will be very important for both teams, but now we have a chaotic movement here, Kronos.
Oh, Che already gained the damage down. Aurora getting caught out as well. Blink taking out super low. That's going to be first blood in the hands of Yer, the gold laner. That's CC that we were talking about. Fast rotations.
Yeah, Sissy here got the first blood.
Oh,
here.
wait. Vagin goes on to King as well. Che doing a lot of damage. This is what I'm talking about, right? The moment you pick Fredrin, you're inviting more pressure. That's what 9G are taking advantage of here.
No, like the domination now about Lines Z Global and playing aggressive. Vagin, now they're trying to invade here the red buff. Now Takashi is taking a lot of damage. They have to play safe. They have to get back. Vagin, Aurora working in the shadows here, almost reaching the level 4. Now he's gonna get the level 4 now in the battle here. The Takashi could be in danger. He's trying to get back to the base, okay? he could get the recall here. But now we are talking about 1,000 of goal lead already for 9Z Globan here, Kronos.
Yeah, 9Z Globan already ahead by 1K. I think they know that they need to snowball the early game, right? They have the power of the early game of the CC, and they want to maximize that, making sure they can suppress this Farsa and the Harriet. That's why they're okay taking the turtle. And DreamHack say, no problem, we'll give it away, because honestly, King can't do anything unless he finds the right timing. It's all about timing for DreamHack.
Yeah. You know what? I thought that King would come with Joy, for example. I don't know. I don't think that Fredrin here could be a good idea. I was almost sure that he would come with Joy here, to get not like to at least play even, against Hayabusa here, not taking this pressure that he is taking now. Because in my opinion, I don't think that King is comfortable like taking pressure. Like it doesn't matter the team, doesn't matter the situation here. I think that King likes to play more aggressive, play in a comfort zone here. But now DreamHack, they're not in that situation. They're taking pressure here. The first turtle is for 9Z Globan. You know what? Like Takashi now, it's playing like trying to play safer. And now we have a movement here in the mid lane here. It could be 2v2 Kronos. Oh!
Yeah. Oh, wait. Nice nod. At the same time, a Rainbow gets taken down. Blink with the AOG at the right point. But unfortunately, it was a little too late. Couldn't save Rainbow. They are playing so aggressive with Che on this Kimmy. He has 2 bodyguards and an assassin. And that assassin, actually 3 bodyguards and an assassin. And Che playing sort of a hyper carry role here. Yeah, King's gone. I don't think King's going to say, oh, he's able to get out on time. Able to survive as well. Then I think DreamHack are counting, right? They're counting their blessings at this point, because 9Z are not going to let that slide ever again.
Yeah, you know what, Kronos? I don't know about you, but this game here is like it's very hard already for DreamHack. Like not only about the kills, not only about maybe too early, like 4 minutes here, but like the change and the way the 9Z Globan it's playing in the second game, it's like different, very different than the first one. They're like now is their turn, their time to like taking aggression. But now Arctic, is gaining information here. He's gaining domination on jungler of DreamHack, and the most important thing that he's assuring, he's guaranteeing that not 9Z secure the second turtle. So second turtle for 9Z Globan here at almost 5 minutes a game. It's already a 2K of gold lead for 9Z Globan.
Yeah, they already 2K ahead, 2.5K if you might say so as well. About 90 seconds for the third turtle. They have a minute and a half to try and get some pickoffs, and I think they're looking at Rainbow. Oh, Aurora is finding Rainbow. Juicy, never mind. They go for King instead. AOG comes through as well, catching Vagine. Ogi's shadow kill being used, but they're grouped up. And now he drops that long sword that appraises Wrath, able to get the kill onto Vagine. I'm not sure if that was the right call from Vagine. Right, Rico? Rainbow was right there. Aurora was looking to take down Rainbow, but Vagine said, you know what? Let's try our shot against this tanky Chad.
I didn't understand either here. Like, so many options here to try this focus and try to pick off. And now it's the turn to top DreamHack here, causing pressure on the bottom lane. Blink. Oh! What a beautiful response for 9Z Globan. Now is your turn here and begin playing 2v2. And once again, Sissy takes the kill. 2 kills now for Ure. It's a completely different situation now for a 9Z Globan. It's a completely different game in the second game here, Kronos.
Completely different indeed. It's all thanks to the draft, right? That Fredrin really holds them back a lot. They need to find the timings. But I think 9Z are doing a lot of mistakes. They're overcommitting, and Arctic might go down. Yes, he does. Again, that is big miscommunication. I don't understand why 9Z Global had to do that. They had the advantage. They didn't have to do anything. They just had to go and take the turtle. And now with Arctic gone, DreamHack have the turtle and they have the advantage.
Yeah, Kronos, all they have to do is exist, you know? Like, just walk in the land of dawn, like, get in the farm, you know? Just exist in here. I don't know what Arctic was about to do in the purple buff. Okay, they got the first turret here with Aurora at the top side, but once again, 90 Globan has to be patient, has to play a smart here. But now Aurora could be a sandwich. Okay, no, he can run away here. He's a Hayabusa, no? He has a very good mobility, so it's very difficult to try to pick up. But now Arctic once again, Kronos.
Blink already able to dodge them. King right now gets Arctic. I don't know what Arctic's doing. It's the second mistake coming through from him. It's twice in a row. 9Z Globan are losing momentum. Right, they're losing kills, but I don't think they've lost out on gold yet. But still, so far, Che is able to hold on. So as long as Che is alive, as long as Yer is alive, it's good. But at the moment, every single kill that you're giving to DreamHack with 4 assists, nonetheless, it's looking good for them. They're still able to hang on. This game would have been long over if Arctic didn't go down twice.
Yeah, you know what, Kronos? It's not a deja vu, you know. It's the second time that Arctic here gets it's getting killed. But now once again in the mid lane here, Kronos. Oh, it was rooted once again. But it wasn't killed.
Tekashi.
Anyway, Arctic here now. Okay, now this time was different here for Arctic. Now he's in the bush in the middle lane here. So now he's not playing aggressive. He won't play aggressive this time. You know what happened? At least it's twice for him. So now he tries to play safe. But at least Kronos. Okay, maybe 9Z Globan is taking some early decision here, some like making some mistake. But at least they're taking the turrets down, you know. So they took the turrets from bottom and the top side here is down. Why DreamHack hasn't taken down any turret. You know, so the gold lead here is also, and it's even good for 9Z Globan. They're like 3,000 ahead, almost 4,000 ahead here in a gold lead. But whoa, what they're trying to do?
Goes for it, King. Look at the face check bushes. Vagin goes out as well, but Yuri gets caught. The Zaman forces that, but look at Tekashi, man. He is tanking every single hit. Vagin got the wrong target, but here comes the re-engage. He has to flicker out thanks to that nice use of the traction pulse as well. Aurora already using the quad shadow. This is a clean go signal for DreamHack to try and take the Lord, but I think they want to punish Arctic again. This is the wrong time. This is the third time. He's out of place. He pays the price. It is 3 times in a row Arctic has made the mistake, and DreamHack have capitalized and now converted that into a Lord.
9Z Globan, what is happening here? I mean, like, they had the goal leader, had the advantage, they had the turret situation for them, you know, but once again in here, okay, now it was DreamHack playing aggressive, it was DreamHack trying to engage, trying to pick off situation here, but I think that 9Z Globan has to be more patient. We were talking about the draft here, that 9Z has a very interesting draft, especially for execution here, and that composition, but DreamHack is getting back in the game, my friend. Now, you know what? You remember the goal lead that was had for a 9Z Globan? Now it's almost even. Once again, now
look at catch Tekashi. Bravest fighter comes out as well. Landshaker being used. The traction pulse trying to get them away. But you can see right now AOG coming through as well. Feather Strike from Rainbow. But look at the back line. Oh my goodness. Che gets melted down as Gremio's on a killing spree. Rainbow with a double. And now they have split them apart like banana split. And they're looking to take the base as well. The Lord is marching on the bot side. They have the Holy Shield, but Yer is not a marksman. The only marksman they have is getting taken down. And I think they're looking to capitalize to the max of the mistakes from 9Z Globan. DreamHack are looking to take this game away with the second set coming through.
Now here comes the turret number 3 here. Destroyed, guaranteed the super minions on the bottom lane for DreamHack. The situation now is totally different. The gold lead now is for DreamHack. It is almost 3,000 ahead for DreamHack here. The team of the dragon. My goodness, I still don't believe, you know. I don't believe my eyes. I don't believe what I'm seeing. Because 9Z Globan has had all the advantage, had all the domination, especially on the map that I was talking about like a few minutes ago. But now DreamHack pulled the cards on the table, and I was about to tell you, Kronos, I was about to talk to you that sorry, I talked to you about the situation for DreamX a few minutes ago. There was a very difficult. Maybe 9Z would be able to win this game here and make
Okay.
everything grow. But now,
Oh my
once
God,
again,
look at
it's
King.
DreamX that are playing aggressive Chronos.
Yeah, the conceal play already coming out. Zaman Force dropped on
Radio.
the field. You can see Purify being used. AOG
Radio.
to catch again. Gets melted. It gets taken down. But here comes Che. Look at the damage already being dished out as well. Revitalize being used. Blink looking to catch them off guard with the taunt. And so far, DreamHack have just been one step ahead of 9Z Global apart from that early game. I am not sure what Vagin was thinking, trying to go for Gremio. Gremio knows he has to Purify, so he's able to survive. And King, I was telling you, they needed time. And he had all the time in the world. The King, with his experience, showing why he's one of the top junglers in the LATAM region. Of course, and all that being displayed on this Giga Chad hero, that Frederick.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Giga Chad here now. Once again, Blink trying to taunt and someone here on the bottom lane, but he didn't find anyone. And now the Lord is on the top side. He's on the pitch already. And now DreamX has the advantage here. Arctic once again. What are you doing here, my friend? He got killed by Rainbow, the 4th kill of the Farsa here. And now DreamX has superior number to go to the Lord, to head to the Lord, straight to the Lord here now. Guarantee this very important objective. One more Lord. Now the improved one. Yeah, I believe there's not going to be any kind of a contest here, and any kind of a fight back. You know what? Like Aurora is on the bottom line here, so yeah, no contest here. Second Lord, easy for a DreamX. Like Bianca said in the chat, easy peasy, as Chrono said also.
Yeah, I think the way it's going on for them, right? It's looking like it's easy peasy indeed. So it's unfortunate the 9Z Global have let their advantage slip, and I think this Lord that's coming down the bot side might be the final push for them. They're slowing it down as much as they can. They want a lot of super minion waves coming in from this. About 16 seconds, they might get another one indeed. Seems like it's going to be at least 3 sets of super minion waves that we're going to be looking at, Rico. Because the way this game is going about, it's going to be a slow finish, but it's going to be a clean finish that DreamHack are looking for.
Yeah, I have a question for you, Kronos, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to ask this question before this push here that can be the final one. But the situation now, the Lord is heading the bottom line here, and now DreamHack are focusing on turret on the top side. Here comes the ultimate for Rainbow to try to zone in the players, but now they're trying to knock up here the DreamHack players. But it wasn't enough once again. Now here comes the shadow kill for Hayabusa. We're only to try to clean the minion waves. So now here comes one more pressure and keep it the final one here.
Oh, again.
Kalia now uses its ultimate here, guaranteeing the kill on King. Now they are trying to defend at all costs here. 9Z Global. Blink is taking a lot of damage. Eeyore comes, but he's a CC. Oh, he's on a marksman here. Takashi, insane, a monster. But now DreamX has to play back, has to play safe because Takashi especially has a low HP. But now I'm able to do this question for you, my friend Kronos. Is there any situation, anyhow, that 9Z Global can reverse this game here to draw everything, Kronos? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think still, you know, with everything that's going on, DreamHack still have the advantage. DreamHack still have the advantage. DreamHack are still looking to end the game. What, the 3K goal lead, yes, the gap's closed down, but look at them. They have a Harriet, they have a Farsa, they have the range, of course, they have the dive potential, they have the tankiness, they have the sustain, they have the items at the same time. Yes, the only X factor that's on the side of 9Z Global is that Hayabusa, but if they're moving together like a unit, Hayabusa's not going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah. I mean, like, this can be a very hard situation for 9Z Global, especially because the goal lane here is not a marksman, you know, it's Eeyore. So it all depends from Shy on the mid lane with the Skimmy. Like being a carry one, no? Vagin now. Ooh, to his loss.
Oh, wait, you can see right now, King's gonna be targeted. They go in for the Tsunami Slam as well. Blink already taken out low, but never mind in the back line. Look at Aurora.
Rainbow.
Nice Winter Crown coming through from Rainbow. He's able to fly out of harm's way with the wings by wings, and now look at your addition of damage onto King. He's not able to survive. That's the first one to fall. Arctic, though, doing as much as he can as well. Blink looking to take down Vagine. He has an immortality. He's trying to take down Jay, but look at the back line. Everything is disrupted. Aurora doing the best that he can, takes down Gremio, while Che is able to get Blink. And I think right now Yuri is looking to take down Tekashi. Nice feather airstrike coming through as well. They might look for the wipeout indeed. It was one mistake from DreamHack right now, and that has costed them so much. 9Z Global able to turn it around, but look at the base crystal. They need to go back. They do have Che to try and get the clear on the waves, but their focus is the Lord, and they should be able to secure that Lord quite easily.
Yes, as the Gladiator says, this is Mobile Legends Bang Bang. We saw the whole game here like DreamHack is taking advantage, taking the actions. But now 9Z Global with only one team fight here. Now it's back in the game. Actually, their goal lead ahead once again. After a very good team fight for 9Z Global, guaranteeing 4 kills. Only surviving a Rainbow. But now they come and they are trying to get this push. I don't think that can be a final push here, but they are going to destroy almost all the turrets here, maybe for 9Z Global to try to get back at least in the map domination. And now they're waiting for the Lord. They're waiting for the next minion wave here. I don't know, Kronos, could they force a push, a final push here to try and win this game?
I think they're looking to go for the push, right? The Lord is marching down slowly, but I think DreamHack definitely have the high ground. They have this Farsa that can do a lot and help them defend. They have good wave clear with the Lapu Lapu. They have good wave clear with the Harriet as well. Already using the Farsa to zone them out. That's a little preemptive, if I'm not wrong, of that use of the Feathered Airstrike. And I think the Lord is still left untouched. 24,000 HP, looking strong. It's not a level 3 Lord. It's not an evolved one, but you can see him. Tekashi right now able to survive. But look at Blink. Oh my goodness. Arctic gets melted down. And the damage coming his way too much. Aurora gets taken out as well. This is DreamHack looking for the clap back indeed. Begin. Immortality's popping. Rainbow dishing out the damage. But look at Blink. He's zoning out Che just by himself. Yes, he's able to give the kill, but oh my goodness. What a way to try and defend. They didn't lose the side. They only lost the mid lane inhibitor, and now they're looking to march down mid lane. Che and Yer left standing. Will they be able to defend?
We saw the movement happening again here. Kronos once again. Vagine focus in a tank. They focused on Tekashi. I think that it wasn't the best idea here. Here comes now the final push. Can be the victory for DreamHack. Now it's a wiped out, unstoppable, and DreamHack once again with a very good team fight, guaranteeing the victory. Now it's a 2-0 and the best of 5, and here comes the team of the Red Dragon. 2-0 for DreamHack, my friend Jerry.
Well played for DreamHack, especially because 9Z Global has made even what's in their hands to set up a match, to be able to get the DreamHack in a complicated situation, especially on the early games. They played beautifully on the pickups over there, and also they managed to survive after what looks like the final push of DreamHack. So it was a nice match at the end. And a nice desperate trying to survive here of 9Z Global, but DreamHack made it possible at the end by playing more concentrated, especially on the final push with the Lord and in the tower. Well, we'll be watching that in the highlights, but I believe that 9Z Global made all that was in their hands, and simply wasn't enough. Kronos.
It was messy, right? Usually I like to say it's a clean, crisp gameplay, but this was kind of messy with the way that it went about. And 9Z Global really had the game. They just let it slip, man. They had one opportunity, one moment to capture all, but they just let it slip. You know, it's unfortunate.
Maybe if they were even more patient, just push with the Lord on that push they made. When they managed to arrive to the base of DreamHack and play a little bit with that, because Rainbow made a mistake at the beginning of the battle. he used too early the first strike, and it was a nice chance to make some damage, but not to end the game. So if they manage to have a more viable fight in another place of the map, it could be possible. But be under the tower, despite of the Lord pushing with you, it's almost impossible to make DreamHack fail, especially if you have a rainbow with the Fursha and Gremio with the high ground on their side. So it's good for Nancy Globan to have that courage, that idea to don't let down and don't be the guys that just tossed the towel and said, okay, that's enough. I had enough of this MPL. They managed to trying to keep the survivor over there, but DreamHack was impeccable on when they needed to fix some issues, where they needed to fix some mistakes that they already made, and that's the point here for DreamHack to be 2-0 on this score and almost closing the series, Rico.
Yes, I agree with you, Jerry, and always reminding that you guys in the chat, you that are watching us, you are the main star of the show, so you can also vote for the MVP of the best of 5 of these games here now. So you can vote in our broadcast. Can be the global one, can be the Brazilian broadcast, and the LATAM region broadcast. So vote, okay? Send the like, share the live, and call your friends to watch the best tournament ever. And I agree with you, Jerry, about like the 9Z global situation. They should be more patient, and I'll tell you more. They should have taken a better decisions, because as we saw here, like twice or 3 times that Vagin trying to engage, but the target wasn't the best ones. They tried to engage a King with Redring. They tried to engage Takashi with Lapu Lapu. There was like, okay, the combo, the execution for the 9Z Global composition could be better, could be good, but the target that they decided to take one, I don't know, maybe that wasn't a good idea for a 9Z Global, and they had the control, they had the opportunity to close this game. Maybe once or twice a situation that they had the chance to close this game here, but unfortunately they couldn't do that. But now, as we are seeing the game start, the game number 2 that you were saying, my friend, it was not easy. It was a very hard game for both teams, but once again DreamHack took the better situation here and won, guaranteeing the second victory. As we can see here, Takashi with ice dominance, the Queen's Wings, the Radiant Armor, and the War Axe. We got Sustain for Lapu Lapu and Tank, a very resistant one, So we got like the Guardian Helmet here for a King. We got Immortal. We got Radiant Armor. We got Brute Space also. So it was like a very interesting build for a King. We got Farsight with Rainbow, with Glowing Wand, the Genius, the Citrus, the Infinity Glaive here. We got Blink also with Gato Chacha, and we can see now the damage dealt for both teams. And one particular thing that I want to talk with you here, Kronos and Jerry, it was about like the decision for 9Z Global choose CC for gold lane. Okay, we talk about like global ban system that came to like make the difference, like to rock things up, But I don't know. Look as we are looking for the damage dealt, I think that Remio had like a 60,000 damage dealt, while CC was only about like 31 or maybe less. I don't know, but maybe if 9Z Global came with like a better choice in the gold lane here, like bringing a Maskman, or I don't know, maybe another hero here for this composition, I believe that could be better than bringing a CC and the gold lane here. What do you think about that, Kronos?
You said a lot of things, Rico. Not gonna lie. You said a lot of things.
sorry.
No.
About CC. Okay, only about CC. The CC and the gold lane here. Yeah.
The CC. The CC in the goal lane definitely makes sense indeed. I just think the execution just wasn't there. The lineup from
Okay.
9G really made sense. I like the lineup from 9G Global. I like the strategy, the funnel into the Kimmy, the CC in the goal lane, the Esmeralda. They had covered all the bases, right? Esmeralda has the shield taking ability and can go toe to toe against the Lapu Lapu in the early game. Can get the late game from the Herod. You're looking at the CC to try and dive into the back line. You have a lot of tankiness at the same time. You know, you're preventing King from doing anything on that Fredrin. You have the Hayabusa for the execution angle. Make sure Rainbow cannot breathe at all in the game. Same thing against the Gatot Kacha. The CC does so well. And the Kimmy's just going to sit behind and go pew, 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 pew the entire time. But then it's just, it just reached that point where like Arctic made 3 crucial mistakes. Not once, not twice, 3 times.
Yeah, that was good. So now, Jerry, we are having some good news for the people who are watching us, that we have
Wow,
reached
so soon.
the first goal here, 6K. All thanks to you guys. So now we have 18,000 diamonds as a giveaway for you that are watching us. Always reminding you that it's very easy. All you have to do is send your ID and your server. You know, not only the ID, your ID and the server, okay? Stay tuned, keep watching us, and then you have the chance to get some diamonds for into your Mobile Legends account, you know? If you were looking for that beautiful skin that you were looking for, that you were dreaming of, you know, if you want to change your name in your Mobile Legends account, could be possible also, you know, or buy this beautiful recall effect. You know, guys, honestly speaking to you, the best thing in Mobile Legends for me is the recall effect. I love them so much, you know. I mean, it's even way better than skins, you know. So for me, I think I have almost all the recall effects, you know, and I was like trying to change every time. So yeah, you can judge me, Kronos. That's no problem. But this is me, you know. So I like very much the recall effects.
So this is the guy
you know why he likes
you
the recall
found.
effects?
No,
Huh?
this is the guy you found on your rankeds and started to spam that.
No,
This is the guy.
Jerry. You know why he likes the recall? Because every time he's playing, the enemy recall on him, and when he's dead. So that's another way to look at it.
No,
So-
I think the most special for me on the Mobile Legends is despite of the concepts of different skins on the game, is the collaborations. Man, we have so many, and
You have a
they're
favorite one?
pushing
You have
us.
a favorite one?
The favorite one for me, Transformers.
Yeah.
For sure.
Transformers?
Because
for me, Saint
that
Seiya.
hits
For
me
Saint
in my
Seiya.
soul, in my ID, man. I'm so old, so that's why I love that Transformers collaboration. But the thing is, we have been watching a lot of collaborations, and there are so many, and also they are pushing you to complete them all. You have an album to check what do you have of each one. So it's a good idea to. I'm waiting for the Transformers collaboration to come back, but for now, we have the MVP of this game is Tekashi. Whoa!
Yeah.
What a surprise! Because the casters' vote was on Rainbow mostly, but I believe that Tekashi was
I
on
voted for Tekashi.
the audience votes.
I voted for Tekashi. You know, the casters' vote was like conflicted because somebody voted on Rainbow, another one to King, you know. But I think that all the DreamHack players played very well. But once again, I thought that Tekashi here deserved this MVP because once again, he was very solid and he was very consistent, especially on critical situations that DreamHack sometimes maybe lost 1 or 2 plays, and Tekashi was responsible to respond in a positive way to not let DreamHack lose the game. So for me, in my opinion, Tekashi was very crucial here for the second victory for DreamHack. But once again, King played so well. Would not be unfair if King gets the MVP or Rainbow also, you know. Also, Grêmio once again played very well with Herod, you know. But Tekashi here is the MVP, most valuable players. As we'll see now, the casters' vote here was very conflicted. The referee wants,
Yeah.
the observers, and the audience was completely for Tekashi. 6 out of 10 here for the XP laner of DreamHack, Tekashi Kronos.
Yeah, I think definitely he's a fan favorite, right? More than anything. Even if he didn't play well, the fans are always going to vote for him. He's a fan favorite indeed. Something like Shin that we saw yesterday from Black Sentence, right? He's a fan favorite, and audience is always going to vote for him no matter what. And that's good to know, especially if you're Tekashi. The fans have your back, right? That's the important thing to know that. And that's good. And hopefully he plays a great game for the next one as well, because he is great to have on the desk in terms of interviews. He has played an absolutely fantastic game number 1, did really well in game number 2 as well with his performance so far. And I think game number 3 is not going to be any short.
Yeah. Game number 3 should be the one where DreamHack is just pulling the stone over Nice Grave. That's my idea for this third game, because Nice has already made some efforts, especially on the game 2. Game 2, there was mostly on the side of Nice, but they lost it at the end. So after that effort, what else? What else can you do? That's a big question here. And also, you have to fight against, I'm gonna repeat that again, but it's 5 games in a row. And also, the situation that if you lose this one, it's over. So there's too many things on their heads to be clear, to be as clear as they need to secure a game. Well, let's see a video to calm the things a little bit before game 3.
Eu acho que o Tekashi seria o Baratos, porque ele come muito. Gosta muito de comer. Come muita coisa esse cara aí. Come tudo que vem pela frente.
O Grêmiozinho ia ser o Moskov, que ele só joga disso.
O Remo seria o Valir, porque... Gostei.
Tá.
Não, agora está curioso. Por que seria o Valir?
Só pensou em um mago aí.
O Kingão seria o Popô e Culpa, porque ele tem uma cachorra. E ele é o Popô e a cachorra dele é a Culpa. Ou é o contrário, não sei. Mas esse é o Popô e Culpa.
Acho que o Blincão parece... não tem como falar ninguém. Quem seria o Lucas?
Por quê? Passa uma energia.
Parece o Lucas.
Passa uma energia.
Valeu.
What hero you should be?
I like this one. They're saying that Tekashi could be look like Bart because he eats a lot. You know, if they're going that way, I'm also Bart because I eat a lot. I like to eat a lot. You know, so that's it. That's it. You know, but guys,
that's all.
Yeah, you know what? I was like remembering the first weeks here, and I saw a very a funny situation, you know, an interesting situation, because we are here, we are seeing 2 teams that started in a different way in MPL LATAM Season 4, you know. On one hand, we saw 9Z Globan starting very well. They won versus Entity 7. They won versus DreamHack. It was 2-0 of DreamHack, you know. And we saw DreamHack not starting very well. Now they lost. I think that they lost the first game or the second one. They were like losing, you know, in a row. But now the situation is different. Now DreamHack is confident. Now DreamHack came like 5 games in a row versus 9Z Globan. And now 9Z Globan is facing some issues. It's facing some problems that they have to solve, you know, if they want to be champion. And now we are heading for the draft on game number 3. That we also already have Angela and Fredrin for 9Z Globan. And DreamHack comes with the Granger and Joy. The third choice here for 9Z Globan Kronos comes with Alice.
Well,
Joy, Granger, Alice, Fredrin, Angela. 9Z again, this time going for a tankier route, but what they don't understand, they got poke on the other side. There's going to be a lot more poke coming in. They're looking for a pokey mid laner here. What's going to be a pokey mid laner? Very pokey. And not just that, don't forget, this is the third game, right?
Yeah.
9Z have
So
opted to go blue side all 3 games.
Yeah.
9Z opted to go blue side all 3 games. So they want priority on something. And that was the Angela. I think mid lane that pokes here. Zetian? I think Zetian's... Oh, Hilda. In Broken Walls? In Dangerous Grass, I understand Hilda. But in Broken Walls?
Yeah. Okay, so as we were saying, like, okay, having a mid lane here for poke for 9Z Global. But now here's comes the second ban phase here. And 9Z is focusing on the mid lane once again, banning Eve. And now here comes Moskov, the last ban here for DreamX. Focus on the gold lane. Let's see if... Okay,
I think that mostly that ban on Moscow is obviously because 9C is going to be playing tanky now with Angela, Fredrin, and Alice, and they're going to be picking, well, another one in the middle line another one, another marksman to have the killing theirs. The idea is to funnel out all the damage on one character, and Moscow was a good idea for that. Now they have less opportunities, less chances to make the poke. Even though they should pick now a marksman, DreamX, to... No, they already picked Ranger, but maybe another pick on the middle lane that is hard for 9C to lose. I believe, despite they have Alice.
Yeah, and we have to think about, because Kimi is not open. Lunox.
Oh my god, I like this.
The expression in Kronos was okay. That's it.
All right.
This
It was a
it.
surprise. It was a surprise, though, you know, because most of the time Lunox is chosen by... It is chosen for gold lane, you know. So now it comes in the mid lane for Rainbow.
Beatrix carry? Has to be. Has to be Beatrix or carry. If they go anything else, Beatrix or apart from Beatrix carry or any other single target, Moscow's already banned out. So Beatrix carry, what else? If they don't go for those, I think they're gonna lose.
Maybe it could be Iritel. Maybe it could be Iritel also for like versus Granger.
No, Iritel Cho not the best.
No?
I think Iritel's okay. Iritel's good. Yeah, I think Iritel's good here because you have the Angela as well. So you're right, Eureka. I think it's...
Hellcard.
Oh, this is nice. This is nice.
I have only one thing to say. I have only one thing to say to you guys.
Tremble.
No, but then again, look at what they're playing. They're playing Broken Walls. This is dangerous grass that they could play with. I don't know why they're choosing to play this Broken Wall. It's a Hellcurt. If I'm not wrong, this is going to be a Hellcurt, either Roam or Gold Lane. But with the way it's kind of set up, I think they want to go Hellcurt Roam just to disrupt this Joy. But then again, Hellcurt Roam against Hilda Roam, it's not going to work out for them. A Hylos is there? Okay, this is... You know what? This is entertainment, folks. This is what we live to see. Yeah. This is why we play the game. This is going to be fun, especially if you're a Cho main and if you're a Hellcurt main. This is going to be an absolute blast of a game. And if I'm not wrong, DreamX are looking to go Snowball. 9Z are looking Snowball heavy as well. So, right, this is an interesting lineup. But guys, I will just leave you here with it. You guys have fun.
You're gonna enjoy it there with your cup of coffee or what else.
Yeah.
yeah.
This is gonna be entertaining, especially with Lunox, Hylos, and Joy over there. I think the damage is insane in the side of DreamX, but let's take a look. Maybe something different will happen here on the game number 3 between 9C Global and DreamX. Kronos, anything else to say?
All I can say is watch out for the early game. The first 5 minutes has to be 9Z Global. If they don't get 5 kills on the board in the first 5 minutes, then it's a waste of picking up Hellcurt and Cho early on, right? And if it coming to mid game, the Hellcurt's going to be a problem. Come late game, it is going to be all DreamX.
Well, let's see. what happens here on the game number 3 of this series between 9C Globan fighting for survival and DreamHack fighting to end this game, this match, and secure their place on the play of Rico.
You know what, Jerry? I've seen a lot of heroes playing the gold lane, but Cho is the first time that I see it. Okay, I think that it must be 90 Global have a plan, you know, have a strategy to play with a Show in the gold lane here, but let's see if it works. In the last game, it didn't work like playing with CC. You know what? Like it was very good for 90 Global, but they couldn't close the game. They couldn't end the game, so letting DreamHack winning the second one. But now they are in a critical situation, so okay, it's entertainment, but they have to play very well. They have to play more than ever to get the first victory here, to still survive in the best of 5, you know. So let's see what happens. Let's see what are we going to see in this third game here, DreamHack versus 9Z Globan. 1 minute and a half. We are seeing now 2v3 in the mid lane here, so now Rainbow is focusing on clean the mini wave now. Only the two teams are worried about like getting farm, getting the first level here, reaching at least of level 4, but now Takashi could be in danger. Shy is in the grass, trying to find a spot, but it's not that easy. You know, it's an Angela. Angela is still on level 3. He doesn't have the ultimate yet. So now we're seeing the top side here, Grêmio versus Yor. I mean, it's like an unfair matchup here because for one side we have a high range hero, and the other side we have a melee one. You have a Cho.
Yeah.
Now here, oh, complication could be in the bottom lane here, Jerry. Here comes the first blood for Rainbow. Lunox is on the rock here. 1-0 for DreamHack.
This isn't a surprise at all. We know that with this composition, Rainbow is going to be looking good on the killings, especially with King dealing some damage before. After that, Rainbow comes and blasts the enemies down. King securing the first total of the game. 2 minutes and a half on this game number 3. And 9C Globan is really having some difficulties here, especially in the top lane. Take a look, Bagin trying to dive over there on the tower. Now gonna be suffering against Blink that also appears over there. Trying to help Grêmio with the stance. And King, come on, rushing up to the top lane. Nothing happens. DreamHack just scaring the guys out.
Yeah, I saw that Blink opening the door and he is heading alone in the ultimate. Now here you can see here, ultimate from Angela, but it wasn't good enough to avoid another kill for DreamHack. Rainbow 2 kills with Lunox, and we know the potential for this hero, especially in the late game here. And now they have 2 kills and more items, more resources. Jerry, I don't know. I think the goal is not even expressible for DreamHack, but the situation is not good for 9Z.
Oh, the thing is, Rico, we already have a Jur with this, with Paquito there in top lane. It's kind of a difficult. A melee guy against a marksman. Well, it's not fair enough. And despite of that, DreamHack is pushing against the line, trying to get kills over there. So the idea for them is to be forcing that idea. Oh wow, nice pickup here over Takashi that was fast taking that bush and is out. Impossible to survive. 4 forces for 9C Globan taking care of that guy on DreamHack.
3 guys in the grass. That was very dangerous situation for Takashi. He thought there was like maybe 1 or 2 players, but it was 3 hitting on the grass here, guaranteeing the kill. First one, the first kill for 9C Globan in Aurora's hand. But even though that situation happened for 9Z Globan, okay, the turtle here, the seemed to be started by DreamHack, but he got the reset once again. But now Arctic is trying to gather this information. Rainbow now had moved to the bush in the middle of the river here now. Once again, the turtle was immediately started by DreamHack. Once again, he's got it reset. Not fully reset here now, but the 2 teams now are dancing around the turtle. Blink is trying to get the first engage here. Now ungettable once again because of the ultimate of Angela here. And now here comes the team fight. Immobilized. Here comes the Gloria Path once again. But that wasn't any kill at all. Only the turret destroyed by Vagin in the bottom lane here. 9Z Globant lost the second turtle, but guaranteed the first turtle. But now here comes the pressure. Oops! You're now with the ultimate for a show here just to kick the player of DreamX. The DreamX player here just is zoning. And now we got a possible situation here, the 2v3, but now they're heading in the mid lane. Okay, 5 minutes here, and Astrono said if 9Z Globant wouldn't get like 5 kills until 5 minutes, the situation could be very good for them. And the goal lead here is not very expressible yet, but still DreamX has the advantage, especially on objectives, Jerry. 2 turtles versus no turtle at all for 9Z Globant.
Well, the thing is, maybe 9Z was aiming to have a sustainable battle against DreamX, but they're lacking damage. You may realize after that battle on the turtle that DreamX was in trouble when positioning, but after that, 9Z Globant came out with all the forces and wasn't able to blast every single enemy, not even one. So it's difficult for them to face this reality, especially when you have Gremio almost free farming on the top line.
Yeah, we saw Gremio now. He was rooted here. He could be killed, but now he got in position. Here comes response for DreamX out once again. Arctic has taken a lot of damage. He got killed. Now DreamX has superior numbers once again. They are able now to make pressure on the turret number 1 here in the top side. That things is coming to happen, and now they destroyed the T1 here. And once again, the turtle is on the page, but now DreamX continues playing aggressive versus Aurora. He was immobilized here now. Takashi, he was forced to use Flick after Fredrim's ultimate. But now DreamX has to play safe. They have to get back here, especially to the base, because Fredrim here, Aurora played so well. He tanked very much damage. Okay.
Take a look at DreamX. Even doesn't need to reorganize and go for the turtle. They just send 2 guys for the turtle. Now Yor has the first kill, but that was over the extension for Blink over there. But the turtle is also on DreamX's hands, now trying to dive over the tower. Yor is gonna be suffering a lot, and Bagin trying to survive, escaping between the 2 towers, almost impossible to be there. The catch is gonna hunt.
Oh,
Bagin almost died again.
Oh, yeah, I got
barely
2
survived.
players. Yeah, I got 2 9Z Globant players with low HP. There was almost a tragedy for 9Z Globant because Takashi was heading back and caused so much damage in Vagins now. But once again here now, DreamX is trying to play in a macro style here, guarantee the turret number 1 in the bottom lane. The gold lead now, now the gold lead is getting large with like almost a 3k for a DreamX. Now Gremio works in the poke in the mid lane here with Granger. That could be 4v3 once again. Now here comes the blood banquet did not happen for Alice, and now DreamX.
Sheikah was trying to tempt them to go after him and behind the tower, but it's impossible for DreamX to buy the bait there and that way. They have the power spike right now. They are winning at the moment, so they don't need to do that anymore. So they're trying to secure the series on a 3-0. Not gonna fall against those temptations trying to set up there for 9Z Globant.
Yeah, they don't have to be very early here on decision, especially Jerry. You're totally right. But also you can see now it's a Gremio here with Granger with the second item close. There was a Sky Pierce now helping with the stacks of Granger. It's 1k of gold lead ahead of Show. You know, it's a Show. It's a melee one. It's not a marksman. You know, they can call me an old school here, but I like composition with marksman, with the magician damage, especially in the mid lane. You know, but that's okay. It's a different strategy. It's a different composition for 9Z Global, but they have to play it very well here to make this work, to make things work out. But the fact is that DreamX has the cards on the table once again. They had a good situation. They had the advantage. They have the advantage here. And now Arctic is trying to gain more time, especially with Alice skills. But once again, DreamX has another objective here. So easy. There is no contest. while the game is splitting up on the top side, guaranteed the turret number 2 for 9Z Globan. But the fact is, DreamHack has the first Lord, Jerry.
I don't know if it's a nice switch over there for nice Globan, keeping the second tower now with another engage, starting with Remax, trying to push on the middle lane, and you're already down. They dive behind the tower and have no difficulty at all to gain one more kill on Takachi, now surviving again, the master of the escapes today. And the Lord is going to be pushing on the top lane. So it's no problem at all for DreamHack. They lose 2 towers on the top lane, okay. They got they already have the Lord now, so we are going to be pushing over here there too. Pink pushing on the bottom lane, and now on the middle lane already Gravy destroying one more tower for DreamHack. Demolition work already done for the Brazilian team. In such a wonderful way, now pushing on the top lane. And there is no reaction for Nicey Glow, and they can't even set a reaction over here.
Yeah, once again, now here comes the tackle of the Lord for the turret number 3 after deactivate here the Holy Shield. But now here comes a down, guaranteed super minions for DreamHack in the top lane. The DreamHack now once again has a big advantage. And you know what, Jerry? There's actually one more problem for 9Z Globan. We have the scale composition of DreamHack because we have Gremio with Granger, which has a very strong late game, and we also have Rainbow with Lunox. You know, Lunox late game, it's so ridiculous. So 9Z Globan here, the clock is ticking against them because they have to play ahead. They have to play forward. But the situation now is not so good. DreamHack now, it's a way 7,000 gold lead ahead of 9Z Globan. Oh, Shy! What a sniper here for Grammy once again! Double kill for the gold laner of DreamHack. Oh my goodness, Jerry can be the final push for DreamHack.
They're not even gonna wait for the next Lord. They know they have the power spike. They know they can end this right now. The third tower on the middle lane is already lost. Also the second in the bot lane. And the Crystal is already suffering damage. Gremio with the kill on back in, and now over Aurora. You try to do anything, but it's desperate and it's impossible to defend the Crystal blows. And it's a victory for DreamHack 3-0 clean, winning over 9Z Global. That says goodbye to the playoffs on this MPL Latin America Season 4 Chronos. Was easy? Was just what needed to happen? What can we say about this DreamHack plays? Chronos?
Okay,
no, Chronos is... are you there?
Yeah, he's here.
You're rushing with a cup of coffee in the hand and a sandwich in the other one.
I was like, what's going on? It was quick. Quick. We were expecting a little bit of a long day, but that ended up being quick. And I think just because of the fact that they tried to go for something unexpected, right? But then it was completely expected. You're trying to go off meta. You're trying for a Hail Mary play. And it just didn't work out. I said it before. If 9Z Global wants to win, they need to get 5 kills early. They need to make this Hellcurt impact. It has to be constant. It has to be it has to be instant, right? The impact of the Hellcurt has to be instant. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out, and they ended up being on the wrong side of the battlefield in less than 15 minutes. Sheesh.
Yeah, it was really quick. They didn't wait for the second Lord. They know that they had the power to end this quickly, and they did it. And the thing is, well, you can invent something different. You can formulate something out of the meta, as you said, but having a melee hero against a marksman, against the marksman, one of the marksmen that yesterday shined with this hero, it's not a good idea at all. So maybe something with a little bit of sustain, maybe Ruby could be interesting to watch, but well, didn't work at all. 9Z Globan was had a chance on the second game. We need to be realistic about it. But for the third game, they were almost without any ideas to bring to the table, to set again one more game to complicate something on DreamHack. DreamHack was clean on execution, was clean on the patience that you need to have with a different compositions. You have an idea. You had an idea of a team fight, a different team fight there on the first Battle of Turtles, but after that, Nice C did nothing. And sounds hard, but it's the truth. Rico.
Yeah, for me, like what Jerry said, that you can try something new. Now you are able to try something new, but not too new. You can think outside of the box, but not too outside of the box. Because I don't know, maybe I was talking to Jerry during the game. You can call me old school, but I prefer a composition like rise and bean composition, as we used to say in Brazil. Like a composition with the tank, with the marksman, with the mid lane, with the magician power here. You can try something
new. That's because
but...
most of your plates have rice and beans.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You see, you can call me old school, but I prefer that. Like I like the idea, the 9Z Global picking different heroes here, especially the off-meta ones. But I don't know if the right time. I don't know if it was the right time to try these things. I believe that.
What I like?
Global... Okay.
I like Hellcurt in the roam, Cho in the mid lane, and then you pick a tank in the jungle. In the gold lane, you go for a fighter. Or rather, you go for a marksman in the jungle. In the gold lane, you go for a fighter like Ruby. EXP lane, go for Esmeralda. Jungle, Yi Sun-shin. Cho mid lane. And then in the roam position, an assassin. Imagine that.
Too much. Something that may work out.
I got confused, actually. I got confused now. I
got Chrono's idea.
I believe that.
I got Chrono's idea. You can pick up some heroes out of place, but after that, on the global composition, they need to work.
Yeah.
You're right. So as we can see now, the game stats here, guys, especially talking about the items here. So we have the chance to see Takashi with like Bruce Space here and Radiant Armor, Radiant Lantern, the Starlion Sight, and the Holy Crystal for King. The Genius one, the Glowing one here, and the Radiant Lantern for a Rainbow. Twilight Armor here for Blink, and the Hylas one, and also the Bruce Space. And it's not the Bruce Space, actually. I'm making a mistake about that. Kind of the other shield here. I'm so sorry, guys. And now we got Malefic Roar and the Sky Pierce for Gremio here in this Granger, causing a 54,000 of damage here dealt for Gremio, while only 11,000 for Yor. You know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you gotta choose a marksman or at least a magician power in the gold lane here to like make things even. So the idea of a fighter in the gold lane, I think that the intention is good, but the real life, could be very brutal sometimes. As we got to see now, the team participation 100% for Rainbow and Blink 89% for Gremio. And now here comes the MVP. There comes for Gremio once again, the gold laner, the Ikid of Phoenix, and the Saint Seiya over here with KDA 503, 33% of damage, 89% of kill participation, the end in the game here plus 3,583 gold with the Malefic, Sky Pierce, the Blade of Despair, and Hunter Strike for a Gremio. This guy since yesterday grew it so much, improved it so much, his play style and his game style here, that now from like a weak side, Gremio now, it became a strong point for a DreamHack. A very high hope for DreamHack to reach high ranks and high tops here on MPL LATAM for a DreamHack. Like a DreamHack since yesterday, there was like a turning point, Jerry, that it changed. It changed a lot for DreamHack here, that now they are very confident and they are very strong in the competition.
I think Gremio brought some fans to the chat because the votes on the caster side was aiming to another player. Well, it's not that Gremio played bad. It's not that Gremio. I'm not talking against Gremio. The thing is, for me, and also for the clean participation, Rainbow was almost everywhere. So, and also with kind of a new pick, if you may say about the Lunox, it's not have been, it's not been seen until now on this MPL. So, it was a good idea. Yeah, there you have casters, observers. Not even the audience, observers. Well, they have their special side of point of view.
They're looking at it from that, that asado kind of point of view at that point. So, but hey, at the end of the day, Gremio did deserve that MVP. It's not like he didn't earn it at all. He played an absolutely wonderful game. And he was just remembering how Jerry and Rico called him out, saying that he's not a great player. And then all of a sudden he turned it around. He started playing so amazing. And then from that day onwards, he has been an absolute monster, like Rico likes to say. And look at Rico, he's trying to defend himself, but I'm not going to let him talk. I'm going to continue talking, ladies and gentlemen. Because right now what I'm going to say is that with the MVP that he's picked up, he has got 3 MVPs so far in this entire season. And with that match, we have concluded, of course, our MPL LATAM Season 4 Swiss bracket. Not the entire season, don't worry about it. And we've given away already about 18,000 diamonds at the same time as we've hit that 6K viewer mark. So make sure you join and share, and make sure you follow us on our social media as well. Jerry Senpai GGG_Kronos23 for me, and Rico and Nunez. That is our TikTok indeed. And we have a special interview lined up as well at the same time. That's going to be Tekashi from DreamMax, the EX billionaire that we already had before. How you doing, Tekashi, my friend?
What's up, guys? Good evening. How you doing?
Hi, Tekashi. How are you?
Hi, Tekashi.
Doing great,
Once again, thank you for joining us in this conversation here. Once again, congratulations for DreamX. And my question is, Tekashi, since yesterday, we were talking about like this turning point for DreamX, because you guys were like, were shaking and sometimes were like the performance was not that we were hoping for. But since yesterday, Tekashi, the DreamX was playing like the champion. What happened to them?
I think it was a great week of training, and basically what we needed was confidence. And in the game yesterday, we bring that confidence into the game, because in scrims we are playing really good. In scrims we play really good against like all the teams in the MPL LATAM. So it was just bringing the things that we do in scrim to the game, And in the past games, like against Rage and against 9Z, we didn't bring it so much. And yeah, basically we just did everything that we did in scrims, like the macro and the micro that we do in the scrims to the game, basically.
Yeah, great. Kronos?
And Tekashi, absolutely a pleasure to have you here once again. A former MPL champion, right? Former LATAM representative in the global stage nonetheless.
Yeah.
And I can give you all the praises, my friend. You've already received your flowers and you'll receive a lot more. But I'm glad you brought up the scrims factor, because now we have more information, right? Now we have more information. You guys are doing absolutely amazing in scrims. It's just the confidence that you were lacking. And last time you were here, you said something about Gremio. Right, you mentioned that Gremio is new addition to the team. He needs a lot more confidence. You want to make sure you babysit him for a while, right? I'm taking a little step back to what happened yesterday. In game number 1, you gave him the Bane, right? The Bane is what he was playing in game number 1. And honestly, he wasn't around for most of the team fights, right? By the time he came in, the team fight was over. Was that like a small message to Gremio saying, hey, listen, you don't have to worry. Don't be nervous. We can play the game and we can win, right? But we want to make sure you are comfortable. Take this one game, breathe, reset. You're performing great in scrims. We want you to translate that into the matches, because we know you're an MVP candidate already. Was that the kind of idea you had in game number 1? Because King and yourself absolutely off the charts in that game, right? You guys played amazing in that game number 1. And I think Gremio just at that point, did he just sit back and be like, okay, I gotta do what I gotta do. Was that the idea? Because after that, this guy has been on a roller coaster. He's been, he's been absolutely amazing, and
Yeah.
yourself as well.
Yeah, it was basically what you said. Just Grêmio, focus on your game. Just give the early and the mid game to us. That we're going to do everything for you to, like, in the mid late game, you just destroy all team fights. So we just have to know what is happening in your lane phase. It was a conversation that we had. I think it was Thursday we had a conversation. Just tell about your lane phase, tell about, like, how can I say, the creeps that gave money in the game, the
Farming.
Dourado.
Yeah.
Farm,
yeah.
How is
Gold-
Dourado?
The golden crab. Okay.
Yeah,
The
golden
gold
crab.
crab, yeah.
The
Dourado.
golden crab. Yeah.
Just tell everything about your lane phase, and we're going to help you. And yeah, that's it. In the late game, you just do your stuff. It was basically
Great.
what you said, like the conversation.
That's nice.
Great.
It was
Jerry?
he's a really great player. He's 17 years old, turned 17 like months ago.
Oh, so young.
So he was
Belated
just
happy birthday.
he's a rookie. He's a rookie, and he's really
Yeah.
really good. You're gonna see a lot of Grêmio in this MPL.
Jerry,
But
last
it's good for DreamHack to aim for the future with a new player, with so young also, and then trying to babysitting a little bit. Well, we need to go, but Takachi, congratulations on your winnings. It was a clean swipe 3-0 against 9C. 9C is a team with some history over here on the MPL, so it's good to. So it's a nice power up for your for your next step to have is they're in the playoffs. So greetings to all the guys on DreamHack, Takachi, and see you there.
Congratulations,
Thank you. Good
Takashi, for the
evening.
victory.
Thank you.
Congratulations to
Bye.
DreamX. Yeah, once again, we've seen DreamX playing so well. We've seen another DreamX here from this day, from yesterday actually, for the rest of the competition, and despite Chrono is trying to put the words in our mouths here, Jerry, we didn't say that Grêmio is like a weak
on.
side. We
Don't
just
go back
said that
over there.
Grêmio needed some time and experience to get full synergy with the team,
But you know what,
Grêmio,
Jerry?
We love you guys.
Jerry,
we love you. You
Sorry,
are a monster.
sorry, I took too much of a question to ask for, to Tekashi.
No, don't
but
you worry about it.
Nah,
No,
don't worry,
but
that's okay.
I think that was important, right? Because that was the idea. The two of you
Yeah.
and myself
Yeah,
included,
yeah.
we were saying the same thing. Like with the draft that we saw, we really criticized that Bane pick a lot, even though they won that game. We were like, Gremio's not doing anything on this Bane. But then at the same time, I was trying to say that, hey, this could be, this is
The
could be
next
their
game
plan.
was different story. The thing is,
Yeah.
was
Monster.
gaining confidence, and that's good. It's good for the team to have this mindset on the overall circumstances, because they are not pushing the guy to be better. They're helping me to be better, and that's the good thing. Because they're thinking on the future, they're thinking on a player that is good, but he needs confidence. He's also very young, so he needs to be comfortable with the team. So they managed to do so, and now there's already giving some results. So it's good to know. The big question over here is what's gonna be happening with DreamHack and also with Grêmio on the playoffs. Is enough time to gain that confidence, to be aggressive right now, because they need to change their minds for the playoffs. Playoffs is not a time to learn things; it's time to do things, and especially with the enemies that they're gonna be facing.
Yeah.
So they need to be careful about that, and it's good for them to have this mindset for the beginning of the playoffs. That's the first thing to say. I hope we today are going to be watching how the brackets is going to be for the first playoffs matches. But first, we need to say thanks to Bonox, because you can power up your Mobile Legends Bang Bang adventure with Bonox, the official and trusted way to get your diamonds so fast. Instant delivery, secure payments, and unbeatable convenience to keep you always ahead in the game. Don't miss out and use that code BNXMPL. That code that disappeared. Yeah, that one disappeared. No, it's okay. It's there. BNXMPL and grab 5% off on your next top out today, guys.
And not just that, make sure you get the Technopova 5G to power up your play with the Pova 7 5G. Indeed, ultra battery, blazing speed, and fluid 144 Hz display. Built for true gamers. Don't wait. Experience the future of gaming performance now.
Yeah, and it's time now for rookies and experienced players here. Experienced players now to face and try the new project and Project Next for MLBB. The annual map update is live since September 17th. Now you can explore 4 brand new maps: Flying Clouds, Dangerous Grass, Broken Walls, and Expanding Rivers. So gather your squad and experience the new MLBB routes with the Project Next, this amazing project. And what amazing chance here to grow the community. Also, Jerry is voting now for esports awards in Brazil, my friend.
Yeah, because Mobile Legends Backpack has made it into the esports Brazil awards. This is your chance. You're there at home to show the power of our community, but now for our players and for MLBB by scanning that QR code appearing on the screen. Be part of this achievement and help MLBB shine on the big stage again. The big stage of Premio Esports Brazil. We already, I remember that MLBB already won some Premio Esports in the past, so this is the time to do it again. So go ahead and vote, guys.
Yeah, so that was our partners, and here now is a good chance to redeem one more code here, my friend Kronos, in Mobile Legends Bang. So make sure you get this code here. Go to your profile account, go to settings, and click on redeem code and write this code here now. It's YAF7I8U42. And show us what you got in this. You have the chance to get a beautiful skin or a pack of emblems, and even Magic Dusk here that Kronos doesn't even like, but we like a lot. Here now is our chance to get something good with the Magic Dusk also here, but this is a chance to get a beautiful skin here with this code. Okay, so here's a chance now, and make sure you send a like on the broadcast. Could be the global one, the Brazilian broadcast, or the LATAM region broadcast here. Send the like, share our broadcast, and call your friends, because the MPL LATAM is continue. And next week we have more and more games, more and more actions for you, and the best team of the broadcast ever, Kronos.
Yeah, I agree, and I think make sure you grab your skin. And at the same time, I wish we could just blitz through this final bits and we can see the next schedule for the week, right? I want to see the schedule for the next week. Hopefully we have that. If we do, Joao, just let us know, man. You got to let us know if you got something else coming up, because we are very excited. I want to see who's going to go against who, because the way this has been, of course, the seeds are looking ready, right? The seeds are already prepared. They should be ready to rock and roll, if I'm not wrong. But at the same time, you know what's prepared? Our socials. Make sure you follow us. But hey, look at that on cue as well. This is what took place today, ladies and gentlemen. We just had one best of 5, 9Z Globant versus DreamHack, and DreamHack swept the floor against 9Z. The Brazilians swept the floor against the Argentinians at 3-0. And I think Gremio, one of the stars of the show, showing Rico that he can definitely play amazing and not just be, the weak side of DreamHack, and now he's the strong side. And I think Rico definitely wants to say so much more, but I'm not going to let him, because we're moving into the Swiss stage. Of course, this is the final look of the Swiss stage. You can see that it is Influence Raids that have taken seed number 1, Black Sense Esports seed number 2, and Alpha 7 and DreamHack 3 and 4 respectively. And on the 5th, on the bottom side, the ones who will be fighting for relegation, it will be, of course, 9Z Globant, ULF, Entity 7 on the 7th slot, and Infinity, unfortunately, relegated in the 8th slot, indeed, of the 8 teams that are taking part in MPL LATAM Season 4.
Well, it's a previous match before relegation, and so Infinity, Entity 7, 9Z, and ULF. We're gonna be making, I believe that the most interesting match over there was gonna be 9Z Globant against ULF. ULF looked powerful from time to time, but they had the bad luck to have the matches against Alpha 7 twice. So after that, if you want to be the champion, you need to be over all the teams, and you had the bad luck to play 2 times against Alpha 7. What you have learned, you needed to learn something from for the first game and apply it to the second one. now. Well, ULF, good luck over there against NIC and also Infinity and ND7, the two teams that have already been part of the MPL in the previous versions. And it's going to be interesting to see what happened over there. And for the Argentinian guys, maybe that are watching the broadcast or going to be watching the broadcast, please, guys, do more, because I remember from time to time we had 2, even 3 teams from Argentina playing here in the region. So it's good to have again, maybe Malvinas again, maybe, I don't know. There's so many good esport teams in Argentina that can be part of Mobile Legends. And guys, the door is open. Just come through MDL. It's possible. Rico.
Yeah, the door is open. Jerry's gonna give you food if you come to through the open door. So
maybe some asado
sure
or bean or
oh no, come on, stop that.
Or churros.
Rico
churros,
loves
Jerry.
it. Churros, eh, Jerry? Where's Pacali on the chat?
It's a good time to have something sweet this afternoon. I have some cookies over here, but it's not enough. To be something
especially if you're Brazilian and if you're a fan of DreamHack, right? You better have some sweet, because you know it was a nice sweet victory indeed for them today with a 3-0. And I'm not sure if we're gonna get to see the schedule of next week. Hopefully, maybe. I'm not sure if we do. Look at that, right on cue. Joao is on fire today. Next week's schedule, ladies and gentlemen. It says tomorrow, but it's not tomorrow. Don't worry, it's next week. All right. Don't worry about that. They're trying to rush it through. They're going to make sure that we get something to see. It is a 9Z Globant that is at 5 p.m. That's the first match. Of course, we're talking Brazilian time. 9Z Globant versus Infinity. And then we have ULF versus Entity 7. And that's going to be a cracker of a match. And the losers of those matches, right? They're going to be out of here. They're out of the MPL.
Yeah.
That's it. No second chances whatsoever. And if I'm not wrong, they're all probably going to be a BO3 as well.
Oh, so best of 5.
Best of 5. Wow.
Yes.
Nice one.
Yes.
It's a good way to start the week.
Yeah.
10 games. That's 10 games, isn't it, right there? Those matches look like 10 games to me. No, you know what? I don't know. 3-1, 3-1. 3-1, 3-1.
Yeah. I believe 3-1, 3-1, you know, and I'll tell you more. 3-1 the first match and 1-3 in the second match. Yeah.
Don't rush. Don't rush.
Yeah.
Too early for that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
other
other teams are gonna be waiting after these matches for the day to come. This is the schedule for Saturday. After that, on Sunday, Alpha 7 is gonna be waiting for the next. For the winners against between ULF and Entity, and the winner between Infinity and Alphas. No, I'm sorry, and 9Z is gonna be facing
9Z, Infinity.
I don't know who.
And ULF versus Entity 7.
No, it's gonna be the winner between Entity and.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah. The winner between Infinity and 9C is gonna be facing DreamMax. So could be again DreamMax against 9Z. If 9Z managed to solve against Infinity. So that is good story to show.
Yeah.
9C against Infinity on
yes.
It's gonna be good. And after that, well, DreamHack is gonna be waiting for the rivals. So nice weekend we have ahead on the next week, guys.
Yeah. No, things are gonna be very wild. Things are getting very interesting now because next week we're about to see the last chance for the losing teams to still survive in the competition. MPL LATAM Season 4. And now, sadly, we have to say goodbye for today. So thank you once again for your support. Thank you once again for sharing the live, for sending the live, for calling your friends, for watching us, especially in the global broadcast. Thank you so much, GM Obsidian, for all the support in the chat and the moderator. Thank you so much, my friend Vinicius Mazon, Bianca, also the girl from Ipanema, and all the fans that are supporting us in the global broadcast. And thank you once again, my friend Jerry Kronos. It's also always amazing to working with you guys.
Oh,
absolutely amazing to be a part of this broadcast. Toodles, folks. See you next week.
All is said. See you next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye. These two. Looking for diamonds for your favorite skins and recharge phases? Bonox is the solution you'll be waiting for. Top up your diamonds at the best price in the safest way with Bonox. Just create your account quickly and easily, select your recharge, and of course, use the code BNXMPL for a 5% discount. That's it! Enjoy your diamonds all thanks to Bonox, the official sponsor of MPL LATAM.